Hello, it's DC, and Amy and Jen and Cheryl and Amber should be coming in potentially later. And I'm excited to be here. I'm an MLM dropout. I was never in Beachbody. I've just been welcomed into the ex Beachbody crowd with a very warm welcome. The reason I even know about Beachbody really is because of Amy. I was having a breakdown after I left Young Living, and one of our Discord, I'm a part of Aaron B's Discord, and one of the Discord members, Dave, was like, "This video from Amy. This video. Like, watch it. You'll feel better." And I did feel better, and I was like, "How does she know everything that I was going through in this video?" And so it was just that's how I started. Like, that's how I got connected with her, and then I was just took a jump and pulled an MLM move and said, "Hey, do you want to go live sometime?" We went live a couple times, and then she was like, "You want to sneak into a Facebook group?" And I was like, "Sure, happy to do it." And now I'm just on my way to getting blocked by a ton of Beachbody coaches, and it's life's never been better. I'm excited to be here, and yeah, I'm gonna pass the microphone over to Amy and let her introduce herself. We're co-streaming on Amy, Amber, and Cheryl's channel, and all of their how you can contact everybody is in the description below, or it will be. And I've linked Jen's Instagram page, so you can find her as well. So again, I just said I'm I'm gonna stop talking now and let Amy introduce herself.
All right, and we're so proud of DC. Every block, it feels like our baby's growing up. Oh man, yeah. So my name's Amy, and I was in Beachbody for several years. Made it to Diamond Rank before I realized how much damage it was doing to me in every way, physically, mentally, emotionally, all of it. And then I was in one more company after Beachbody, but Beachbody by far is, in my opinion, one of the most damaging because of the messaging and their structure and CEO and super trainers and all of that. There's just so much toxicity. So, all right, I'm going to pass it down to Cheryl.
I'm Cheryl Spears. Yes, we are very proud of our DC. She is growing. And everybody, please go to her most recent reel and request her to do this as a series more often. Autumn, don't you dare. Anyways, yeah, so I was a Beachbody coach for 8 years. Like everybody else, I was in multiple MLMs. But Beachbody was the most damaging and the most consistent in my 8 years. And now they keep me busy focusing on them and calling them out for misinformation and all the lies that they tell and trying to help prevent other people from going back. Hi, Amber. From either going back to Beachbody or joining Beachbody as a whole. So I'll go ahead and pass it down to Jen. And hello, welcome everyone.
Hello, is my mic working? Can you guys hear me? Okay, because it said it got unplugged. My name is Jen. I am a former Beachbody coach and now certified personal trainer and nutrition coach. I was in Beachbody for a very long time, and like Amy and Cheryl, it kind of ruined my relationship with exercise, food, and myself. But Beachbody is not the only MLM I've been in. I don't think DC knows this.
I don't know this.
Yeah, it's not the only MLM. I was in Vaseo, which a bunch of Beachbody jumps. You're right. I tried Direct Sellers, which a bunch of Beachbody coaches left too. That one no longer exists. And I was in the non-MLM Melaleuca.
What?
And none of it lasted longer than 3 months.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. And I'm going to pass it over to Amber.
Amber looks like a freaking model again every time. Amber.
Hey, the husband surprised me with the day, and I was not going to object to doing something with myself. And I might be a little tipsy because we did do some day drinking. But okay, so what are we doing? Introductions?
Yes, introductions.
Okay.
Amber, I'm coming with you. Right here. Right here. I got you.
Okay, so I'm Amber Nye. I was a Beachbody coach for 5 years. I was in from 2013 to 2018. It was the only MLM that I was part of, at least working. I did like buy stuff from other MLMs that my friends sold to, be supportive of other women and help out my other friends. But yeah, I was in Beachbody for 5 years. I ignored a lot of red flags during that time. So now that I am out, my mission is to help other people recognize those red flags so they are not also pulled in by the allure that these Beachbody coaches are trying to sell to get people to join their team and continue to line their pockets.
Love it. And
Okay,
she
wait,
looks like
so
a model all the time. So
is Janet wanting us to do like true confessions of all of the MLMs that we've been
Oh,
in?
yeah, let's do
I
it.
have one more. I have one more because I totally forgot about it. I was in Pampered Chef for about 6 months back in 2006.
Yeah. People try to get me to join that. I don't
So
even.
there was that one too. Or 2007. It was before my oldest was born. And I actually did okay with it. But that was before social media blew up the MLM arena.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was another one.
All right. So I was in Primerica, believe it or not. In like it's probably 2004, maybe. And I actually made quite a bit of money before I realized, hold on, this isn't right. So I did Primerica, Beachbody, Prove It. I was not on Jessie Lee's team. And Red Aspen, I just wanted the kit.
Wow.
You were a kidnapper. A kidnapper.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. Even though we paid for it. I love how they were like, oh, you're a kidnapper. Like, I freaking paid for it. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. The girl that I bought because I used to wear Unique makeup a lot. And the girl that I bought through, like, she tried so hard to recruit me to get me to sell Unique, but I was like, no, I do Beachbody and I'm okay with just doing Beachbody. Like, but I'll still buy, stuff from you, but
yeah.
So I was the ultimate MLM Hun friend supporter. So the very first MLM that I was ever in was actually Mary Kay. I did not realize that I was part of Mary Kay. I was pregnant with my oldest son and I had really bad acne for the very first time. And so my mom's friend invited me over for a makeover. And when you're pregnant and something makes you look presentable, you're going to buy into it. So I was convinced that the only thing that helped me take care of my acne was Mary Kay. So I did join Mary Kay for a short time. And then I don't even know if I ever canceled my account or if I just fell off. Like, I literally don't know. I do believe that I might have signed up for Avon at one point. I'm not 100% sure. But Beachbody, I did know that I was joining. And that was the third one. And then while I was in Beachbody, after my car accident, I decided that maybe I could do something that was easier and just for health, for weight loss. And I joined It Works. And that one I was in for about 2 years, but I was still in Beachbody as a customer, but I was in It Works for about 2 years.
Wow.
And I do have some really good tea about that, but I'll save that for later one day. And then back to Beachbody as a coach. Finally, after I canceled as a coach, I went to Lavelle last year after I canceled as a coach. And was still a customer with Beachbody and a Lavelle rep, I guess.
Wow.
And then I transferred to Modere. This was all in the past year, okay?
Wow.
Then I transferred to Modere because I thought that I was going to be rich there because my upline told me that because she jumped, so she brought us with her. And then I found you all and I canceled everything. But
wow.
You was hopping everywhere, weren't you?
I was a hopper. But I will tell you this. I was a kidnapper for Red Aspen as well, because I did use Red Aspen nails during the quarantine because we couldn't go get our nails done. Yeah. But then I found static nails not a plug, not an ad. Static nails
Red
are
Aspen
nails.
It's an MLM.
They do like press on nails and like
so it's like Color Street.
Yeah.
No.
They're like
real press on nails.
Yeah, they're like
that's not out here yet.
Lashes and stuff.
And they have amazing they have a mascara that I really enjoy.
Yeah, they have I think it's half MLM, half affiliate. I mean, because you can set up these I mean, but there's like it's a whole thing.
That's not big out here yet. Color Street is.
I will probably go into more detail about all of my MLM.
My gosh.
On our podcast. On your podcast, right?
Yes. It's going to be pretty interesting because the story about the It Works and how, those people are, yeah.
Yeah. I was in Mary Kay #1 in 2014 and Young Living. I was in Mary Kay and I was probably working between 30 and 40 hours a week doing Mary Kay. And I did that for 2 years and then I got out and then I did Young Living for 3 years and I'm never joining a multi-level marketing company.
No pink Cadillac or red Blazer?
Nope. It's a whole crap show. It's a whole show.
So not to dive away from that, but when I was with Mary Kay, the girl who invited me to Mary Kay actually took me to the dealership because they were doing a Chevy Versa thing at the time or a Chevy thing at the time.
Yep.
And she was showing me the car that I could win or get if she took me to the dealership freshly newly signed up to show me the car that I could get.
Oh hell.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. It was
no, thank you.
I was 23 and a pregnant mama.
Oh yeah, you're their target market. You were their target market. Yep. All right, live chat. You're looking wild over here. Glad to see everybody. Glad to see everyone's excited. I'm not sure what we're about to watch, but it's Ashlie Molstad and a compliance. She has someone from compliance come train her team, which you'd never think in a million years you'd hear both of those in the same sentence or even the same paragraph. But we have, and it was on her YouTube page. Her YouTube page has been scrubbed from every other video, but this one is still up there. Or I don't even know if it still is, but I downloaded it, so we're always going to have it. And you may notice a small difference in Ashlie of 2 or 3 years ago from the Ashlie of her stories now. But I noticed a difference, and I haven't been following Ashlie for that long. I don't know. Jen, I don't know if
you can compliance with us.
That's what I'm laughing.
So I don't even know. Maybe Jen knows this person from compliance that's going to be on this call.
We'll see what the name is because I've had conversations with quite a few of them.
Yeah. In Beachbody, if you ever find this video, Jen's the person emailing you a lot. And, do your own job.
Starting to ignore me now. So I got to send them a different email.
Yep. Yeah. So, gosh. All right. Let's see. I think add to stream. I think maybe this view will be better. No, that's too confusing, right? This one's better. Is that better? Which one do we like better? I don't know. Let me see if I can zoom in.
What was the other view?
This one. We're part of the Zoom call down here. If y'all want to do that.
Like we're part of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to zoom. Let's see. Nope. There. Okay, that's better. That's bigger. That's bigger at least. And then we're gonna turn it on 1.25 speed, and we'll see how fast Ashlie talks. Okay. Buckle up. Let me see if y'all can hear the sound, nod or something as I play it. Good. No sound. Dang. Why did it do this? Okay. Remove. Dadgum. Stop screen. Oh, I know what it might. Share screen. Share audio. Add to stream.
Here, and
Can
then
you hear
we
it now?
have a guest speaker that
Okay.
I asked to come in and speak with us tonight from compliance. And I think it's just really important. We all love Beachbody and we want Beachbody to stay around. And I feel like a lot of times people are afraid of compliance. And they're really just trying to keep us safe and in business and protect us and protect the company. And so I asked Jemima to come on and share some of the things that maybe are
Hey,
new. Or
Jen!
things that
Jen,
I've talked
you
to
email
her.
her all the time.
I've
You
talked to
email
her too.
I email her directly now.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
For like the really major stuff, I will send her direct emails. Other times
Wow.
I'll just do compliance, but yeah, there's some like major issues. Be like, yo, especially if it's a top coach.
Yeah, I think this video is 3 years old.
This is really Ashlie. This
Yep.
is really Ashlie.
Yeah,
This
that's
is really
Ashley.
Ashlie. Doesn't she seem different?
She looks way prettier now than she did now. Than she does now.
She's still got the
Does.
sniffles.
Yeah. She looks she looks prettier there than she does now. Now she she looks healthier there.
we just need to know to make sure that we're abiding by the rules, doing the right thing, doing right by our business and Beachbody. So if you have questions, like write them down, put them in the chat. I'm sure we'll have time at the end for a few, but I just kind of asked her to come on and share a little bit with us to just help us be better coaches. So, hi, Jemima. Are you on?
Yeah,
she's right
okay,
there.
yeah. Okay, great.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you. So I'm not sure what your kind of thoughts are, if you have a sort of a presentation that you go through or how that works. But also, hi, nice to meet you.
Wow.
Yeah, we're
Ashlie.
excited that you're here. So were you thinking that it would be Q&A, or do you kind of have...
You would think that she would have communicated with Jemima before the call, knowing what the plan was.
I mean, that would be too much work, Jen. That would be too much work.
I don't know. I have a guest speaker coming into my group on Monday, and she's like, I have this presentation. It's this long. I said, okay, cool.
Yeah, literally, it's that easy. I'm being sarcastic. It's literally not that.
It really is that easy.
Okay, let's see. How do I do this? Let's see. Yep.
I have a few things that'll probably take 5 minutes-ish, 5 to 10 minutes, but happy to answer any questions, whether it's now or later, whatever works for you guys. And most importantly, thank you. I really appreciate the invitation. I'm grateful to have the chance to chat with you guys tonight. And no question is off limits, so feel free later at any point. Happy to chat at any time. Wanted to give you, just to Ashley's point, some top things that are sort of circulating right now in terms of policies and sort of what's taking precedence, given not only Beachbody policy, but just what's in the marketplace for direct sales. And it really comes down to probably 4 to 5 areas that are really of key interest right now. The top 2 are product claims and income claims.
Health claims and income claims. I guess product claims were wild back then, but I mean, they're saying their programs. Jen and I listened to a call yesterday about someone saying that the Beachbody program helped her, like, I guess, essentially kept her healthy during her cancer treatment.
During cancer treatment.
Yeah, so it's just, come on. Ugh.
So number 1 being income claims. From a regulator standpoint,
that's a fake view
a
behind
regulating agency like the FTC, which is the Federal Trade Commission, attorneys general, who are the lead attorney for the state.
Let's add someone to our
number
email
of
list.
agencies similar to that, or consumer watchdog groups. They're looking out to see how people in the direct sales space, are making claims about their financial success. So whether you're representing Beachbody as a distributor or any other company where you see people making wild claims about their financial success, taking pictures of themselves in a brand new car, convertible, loaded with cash sitting around them, things that just look ridiculous, that's what they're looking for. But it doesn't always have to be that blatant. And so that's where we're coming in to try.
Yes.
Things that look ridiculous. I mean, none of them have ever sat in a car with a car full of money, right?
Yeah.
Like that
They
there is completely leading them down the wrong way.
Well, but she's just said it's not always that blatant. So I think she's going to go into more subtle stuff now.
I'll calm
Yeah,
down.
we're
And
ready.
Lynn,
We're
that
ready for a
fake
fight.
that fake view is probably just a stick on the wall. So she's stuck in an office with no windows, so now she has a fake window to look out of. I understand being in a cubicle and needing that.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Trying to work my buttons, but I don't think it's gonna work. There we
To
go.
help you all understand sort of what your safe space is for talking about your success, because talking about your success, whether it's your success with a fitness program or your nutritional results or financially, it's an important part of who you are and what you take pride in and your achievements. So we want you to be able to celebrate that, but we want to put up some safety rails for you. So when it comes to income claims,
You
if
do?
you're making a statement about a particular earning, whether you're saying, hey, wouldn't it be nice to earn an extra $100 a week, or hey,
They
I'm so
still
grateful I'm
say
earning
that.
an extra $50 a week or $500 a month or whatever that number is, if you're making a particular statement about a particular figure, you always want to make sure that you're putting in the income disclaimer. You'll find the income disclaimer list.
For the love of God, I'm gonna take a clip of her and make a little meme, and I'm just gonna tag Beachbody in it because
Yes.
she literally, all of the Beachbody people break the rules.
Yep.
God dang! Buying a freaking plane.
In the policies and procedures, but you can also find it in our compliance top 10 article in the coach FAQs, and that article is 4057. So that's a really great article to reference if you ever have any sort of burning compliance issues. Is a good place to start if you don't feel like reading the 50-page PNP, because Lord knows I don't like reading the 50-page PNP unless I have insomnia. So income claims, when you're giving a particular number, always include that disclaimer. There are some statements where you're promoting something. It might not be your personal results, but you're trying to drive interest, trying to drive excitement. There are some kinds of claims that just can't be disclaimed away from an earnings statement. So statements about a luxury lifestyle. I just bought this brand new beach mansion thanks to Beachbody. I bought it in all cash, things like that. The earnings disclaimer doesn't really.
all cash.
Yeah. Wow.
That's what Carla just said.
Wait, is she about to say that she's about to say they don't have to put a disclaimer down if they bought a house? Is that what you paused?
No, she's just saying she's saying that, you know, you're trying to drive interest towards the opportunity and you may say things like this, and I think she's about to say you can't say that, but they all do it.
So.
They all do.
Her
delivery is
I was gonna say crazy Melissa just bought like a house in Cabo or something, like, and shows it. Like, so it's so frustrating that she says that. But I think the interesting thing is Ashlie did her team a service by asking her to come on the call. That was not normal. We never heard anything from compliance.
Yeah.
And so the fact that Ashlie even has her there is awesome.
Yeah.
But why isn't that a normal part?
And why didn't Ashlie listen to anything that was on the call? I mean, we see what she does now.
Well, and then to say like, oh, I don't read the policies and procedures unless I'm super tired and, you know, need to go to bed. Why are you discouraging them from reading it? Instead, you should say, you really need to read this because you have agreed to follow every single thing in here.
It's like that's her one job. That's like her one freaking job.
It's her job. Come on.
Yeah. Oh my god.
They really should. You know what? At this point, I want to be like, you know what? Hire me.
Yeah.
I'll do your job for you because you're asking me to do it for you anyways.
I mean, the fact that this is so clippable down to memes, I'm just going to tweet them out to Beachbody because I mean, you don't, Jen, you can just send Jemima herself, and say like, you said this, literally, here's you saying it, and you're not following through on it. Yep. Oh my God.
Show away the perceived suspicion around statements like that. So what I always say to coaches is if you have a particular story you want to tell about your own success, about the success of somebody on your team, about your team in general, and you want to make a statement about financial achievement, craft your post, craft your story. And if you ever have questions as to whether or not you need something other than the standard income disclaimer, reach out to our team. We'll review it with you, help you finesse it, maybe help you tailor or edit it if needed, but hopefully keep you out of the yucky sort of murky pond of wild financial claims.
Y'all, Jen didn't you just send us a video in our chat this morning about someone posting about all the people making all this? Was that you this morning?
Yeah, that was Christina Delgado posted in her stories.
Oh, and was there an income? Was there an income disclosure?
No, and she posted about it said paychecks in there too, and just
my God,
people. Yeah, that's going to compliance on Monday.
Yay.
important to note for those of you
I'm
who
the
are
FTC.
either
Good.
outside the US as a UK or US or Canadian coach, or have people in your downline who are outside of the US, the income disclaimer for the UK in particular is very different than ours for the US and Canada. So if you do have UK coaches, please make sure that you don't necessarily direct them to use the same statement that you might as a US or Canadian coach. The UK has particular laws, and so our statement is much different for the UK. It means the same thing, but it's worded in a way that they will necessarily use it in their sort of sales nomenclature for that market. So to follow income claims, then we have product claims. So I drank Shakeology, now I don't have to take my blood pressure medication anymore, or I drank my Shakeology every day and now I don't have diabetes. Again, thrilled to see what results people are having from products, from workouts, from a better lifestyle, from a better healthy approach to their daily routine. But we can't ever associate taking a product or drinking a product or taking a vitamin or putting a lotion on that it has a curative result. So where you see product claims, and pardon my like close-up example, but I always have bags of Shakeology in my office. But if you look at our Shakeology bag, along the side it'll say specific statements about what it might help. Those are claims that we've vetted out that have been clinically studied. Those are also the same claims that you'll see in our product training guides or within your coach online office. Those are claims you can use when you're talking in your own social media page, certain promotions you want to make about maybe the excitement around a new flavor, the launch of a new product. We're always going to provide you with approved claims. When it comes to your statements from your experience, saying something like, I'm working out now and I'm drinking Shakeology, I feel so much healthier, very general. You're not saying it cures something. You're not saying you had a disease that it fixed or improved a chronic condition. But you can't correlate putting something in your body from a nutritional standpoint to it having a certain effect. So please, in general, even if you're having improvements in your own health, you have to stay away from the, I drank this, so now I don't have to take this, or I drank this and now I don't have this anymore. Of particular interest, I think right now, or of late, has been a lot of gastrointestinal issues that a lot of people talk about just in the marketplace. And you see this across a lot of nutritional supplements that are in the direct sales space. I drink this, I don't have IBS anymore, or my IBS is better.
So this was 3 years ago?
So before gut protocol.
Yep, it is way before gut protocol. Yep.
Yeah, they're on the cutting edge. They're on the cutting edge.
Wow. Oh my God.
An upset stomach or you name it. Nothing we provide to you cures a medical condition. So that's a good place to stay out of. And where it comes to product,
she literally, they all do this. They all do it. Carl does it. The super trainers do it. Coaches do it. They don't care.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Are Carl and the super trainers held to a different standard? Because I would like to see their policies and procedures, because we've just seen the coach one. So what do they have in place for the super trainers? What guidelines do they have in place for them? Because they're all off the charts.
Yeah. Well, they shouldn't have anything different, considering we can report them to the FTC too.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So the only coach, and I mentioned this yesterday when we were talking, when DC and I were on going over Tanya's call. The only coach that I have seen that has been booted out of the company for medical claims was Stacy Cobber for claiming that Shakeology cured cancer, and that was this year. It was like in May.
Crap. Was she a big coach?
No,
no, but she's very ill. She suffers from an eating disorder, and it's really bad. That Beachbody only exacerbated. Yeah, it's.
And now she's working in a gym, and they're exacerbating it even more.
Oh my God!
Because she has her personal trainer certification and her nutrition certification. Yeah,
that's Beachbody makes me so mad, and again, they don't hold anybody to account, especially if they make a money. There's a good chance they're never going to do anything about it. So,
and that's why Stacy was booted, because she wasn't making any money.
Monat or Monat, whatever it's called, did the same thing with someone who said something problematic, and they let the girl go who said something problematic, but because she wasn't making them a lot of money. But when some of the bigger people in Monat said something horrible, they kept her on, or kept a lot of them on, because they make them a crap ton of money. And it's like, where are your standards? At least apply the same rules to everybody. If you don't care, then don't care for everybody. But you can't play this game of if you make us enough money, then you get a hall pass. That's just a no. Ugh.
Income claims, we're constantly looking at social media. We use a variety
you're
of different
not.
vendors and tools for that so that we can help review that. So
No, you're
if we
not.
reach out to you and ask you to tweak a post, we'll give you specific direction. In some cases, we may ask you to remove it entirely. But if you ever get an email from us and you have questions, if you're concerned by what we're asking or if something doesn't make sense, please don't hesitate to reach out. We're always happy to have a chat with you, try to explain anything. I know sometimes the language is lengthy. It may be a little bit confusing depending upon the situation. So we're here to be a resource, and don't ever hesitate to ask. As a follow-up to product and income claims, probably the third most popular topic within the coach world is probably the use of your credit card and something we refer to as bonus buying. So Beachbody has a credit card policy that is more commonly referred to both by us at corporate and within the coach community as U+2. As a coach, you can use your credit card to pay for your own account, plus 2 other family members that are either a parent, a spouse, or a child.
What?
They can be a coach in your organization, or they can be a customer in your organization. You can pay
U+2?
for your service fees.
Yeah. Isn't that what Ashley's talking about when for recruiting or whatever? So
Yeah.
It's so you can be an emerald. It's so you can
By
be an
yourself.
emerald coach.
Yeah, by yourself.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Wow. I'm just like, I'm having a hard time processing what she's saying because it's like they know, Ashley knows, and it just, you're putting all the pieces together. So when they say U+2, it's you yourself, and maybe your furry pet friends on your downline. I would have had to cast me into my downline. So I mean, if I was in Beachbody, for sure. Yeah, isn't it stacking? I mean, she's opening the door for that for sure.
Potentially. I mean,
Potentially.
especially if you, and like Megan Ewaldson, the post that she did that we shared the other day, if she's like, my husband doesn't even know he's a coach and he's already been promoted and blah, 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 that's stacking. But if he was actually coaching,
it wouldn't be stacking. Yeah.
And so it opens the door to that.
Yeah.
Which is why you'll never hear these, like the husbands say that they don't work the business, because they really don't, but they know that what their spouse has done is not legal. So you won't see them. It's always the wife. Yeah. The husband, if something is punted to him, he just kind of knows the basics, but it's the wife that's going to be leading you through.
Is Dylan a coach under Emily?
Yes, pretty sure.
Interesting.
I don't know.
And because he's military, he doesn't have the coach fee every month.
Right.
Yeah.
She doesn't either.
I don't know if that's
spouse.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I'm not sure if that is I would need to look at because sometimes there's different conditions for being in the military. You can't do certain things while you're still employed somewhere. Does that make sense? So like I don't know if he's breaking
it's like
the rules
a conflict of interest.
Yeah, I don't know if he's I don't know. I would need to look at it. I'll just ask my husband when we get off the call, but I never thought about that. Because
we need to start paying your husband consulting fees.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's like, what questions you got now?
Between that and you drinking the Shakeology, like we're in debt.
Yeah. Oh, someone sent me a pumpkin spice.
Ooh. Oh.
Are you going to do both of them today?
Yep, I'm going to try both of them. So.
No.
I sniffed it yesterday with
you couldn't
Jen,
pay
and
me enough.
Yeah, I started choking when I was sniffing.
I can only imagine what the pumpkin spice tastes like.
It's
my God.
horrible.
My God.
Couldn't pay me enough to drink that.
Well, yeah.
They gave it to me for free. They sent me
Amy's
a box
face
of it
is
for
cracking
free,
me up.
and I just threw it in the trash after I tried it.
Oh my God. Oh,
Amy's like
now.
trying not to gag, thinking
It's so gross, right,
I'm
Amy?
so scared.
It is
It's
like all of them
so bad.
And then you see them making these candy bars out of them. They're like so good. No, it's not.
No, it's not. No.
There is absolutely zero way that Snickers bar that Autumn posted yesterday tasted good. The whole bottom thing was Shakeology and almond flour.
Oh, that was so
my
bad.
God.
It was almond flour, like it's gritty. It's very gritty. Like even trying
and it
to bake
soaks
with
up
it is
moisture.
Just, yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh,
It's-
crap.
Yeah, they had I guess they had like an influx of pumpkin spice or whatever. So they had to, like, if you bought like a challenge pack, or not a challenge pack, but like you bought like Recover and Energize or Shakeology, like they sent you a box of the single packets for the pumpkin spice, and I got it. I think I got 2 boxes of them, and I was so excited. I was like, yes, it's pumpkin spice time. I'm gonna put this in my coffee and put some little, cream in there. And it was
A cruel joke.
horrible.
Okay,
Ugh.
so it's funny.
Horrible.
In my memories right now, like I think it was maybe 7 years ago, I had a knee surgery that back then too. And I was like, oh, thank goodness for my Shakeology, blah, 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 as I'm laying on the couch and I can't exercise, but at least I can.
did that after my hysterectomy.
Oh.
After this
Yeah.
one, it's going to be Cheetos and Snickers.
I
Yeah.
did that after my lung surgery. I did that. Yeah.
Mm.
Mhm. Thank
Wow.
goodness for Shakeology.
Yep.
I did that
Yep.
after my shoulder surgery. Same thing.
Yep.
Oh, I'm so scared now. I didn't open this one because I only had one, the pumpkin, because I wanted to smell it live, but now I'm really scared. Oh my god. Well,
Maybe you could make it into cookies and it would be all okay.
oh heck
Or
no.
make one of that big old pumpkin bar things, whatever that Haley has for breakfast every morning. That
Ugh.
she pours like what I don't even know what she puts on
So-
top of it. She put like peanut butter or like almond
Yeah,
butter.
it's
or
like that
something on top of
granola
it.
butter. It's granola butter stuff that she uses, but it's like eggs
Like
and
that
carrots.
cannot be like what?
It's
How
like,
is
Yeah.
that nutritious? Okay.
It's
It's
like
an
12
80-day
eggs.
obsession recipe.
Yeah, it's like 12 eggs
Ah.
and shredded carrots, and then so
Yeah,
it
you
would have a
blend-
total eggy texture, and then
No.
It's an
It's
egg
gross.
bake, and you blend carrots into the eggs. It's
it's gross.
yeah.
Well,
Ew.
that
What?
sounds horrible. Oh my. Ugh.
You can pay for their product orders that they're getting. Anything associated with their account, you can cover, again, if they're a parent, spouse, or child. If they're your dog, you can't enroll them as a coach. If they're your best friend that's like
You
a
can't?
they can certainly be a part of your team, but you can't use their card there.
Well,
And the associated part of that is where people are using their card or tempted to use their card to pay for somebody else. We know 99.9% of the time it's because you truly want to help someone. Maybe they don't have
Oh,
a
give
card
me a
right now. Maybe
break.
they lost their card. Maybe they're
No.
struggling financially and you want to help them with something. If you want to help somebody and purchase something for them, purchase it in your own coach account. Log in as you would as a coach, place an order. If I want to buy Ashlie something and I want to buy her an extra bag of chocolate Shakeology, I'll log into my coach account. I'll place an order. Her address.
how do
goes
you
in
get
the
points
address
for that?
in my own account. I'm not creating any unnecessary
I don't know.
inflated volume. Ashley's getting her product that she wants and
You
everything's good.
don't. So you wouldn't get points, nor would you get any commission.
Nope.
No.
Yeah,
So the
no.
workaround is now coach it like the Fitzpatrick, sending people gift cards to give to people to buy.
No. The
They have a
workaround.
workaround.
Yeah. And so does Lori.
Lori.
does too. You go to giftcard.com, you take your Visa card, you buy a Visa gift card from giftcard.com. You put enough on there for the taxes and everything for the challenge pack or the
Yeah.
Total Solutions pack. And then you use that to sign up whoever, whatever you want to sign up. That's exactly what Lori taught us to do while we were her coaches.
Wow.
That's exactly what she told us to do. That's how
Wow.
Max and Maya became customers.
And that
That's
was
how I got
recent.
my yes, that was just last year. That's
So
how I got my
recent.
4 Success Club points 1 month.
Wow. Holy cow.
Yes. So sorry.
She's out of touch with what people are actually doing in Beachbody. She's way out of touch.
Well, and she knows because we email her. It's so like it's at this point she's just like playing dumb because
She
and I
has
feel
to be.
bad because she's not getting paid enough to have to deal with this bullshit day in and day out. But
And then
it's just like
I just posted on my thing the other day what somebody who was under Lori in her downline was able to go in and see what Lori is making, right? Not her full thing, but she could see where she was making her money from. And
Yeah.
it's all from nobody in her downline. It's all from her BJ, her spouse or whoever he is, her kids who are adults. That's how she's making her money.
Wow.
That's how she's making 6 figures, because she's funneling everything through them.
Yeah. And
Everything.
if y'all in the live chat, if y'all don't know, Amy and Emma just did a comp plan breakdown of Beachbody. So if y'all are
so
like
good.
the
So
details, like the how it's like all broken down, please go watch that on Amy's channel.
So, and then I'm working on a second one where we're going to talk about stacking and how that works and how they are maximizing volume, and how they are getting that income by double and triple dipping, basically, to get the income that they do. So we'll have another one coming up.
Cool. That's awesome. All right.
If you have a situation where you're using your credit card outside of that policy, or if you're using your card on an account that we don't necessarily correlate, that might be your spouse, maybe your mom or your dad or a child, we don't necessarily know who you're related to, we're going to reach out. We run transactional reports through our financial transaction and fraud management team. They review financial transactions, not just for fraud, but for a variety of reasons. But they're going to give us a weekly report. And so you may see that either you get an email from us directly or you're copied for one of your PS coaches as their sponsor, just to clarify, hey, is this your spouse? Is this a relation to you as a U+2? If it is, we just need to hear who they are related to you. We'll note your account, be done with it. If they're not somebody that falls into that category, we're going to ask you to help us by reaching out to that person and have them provide their own form of payment so that they're responsible for their own account moving forward.
Well, won't they just be able to put another credit card on someone's thing? Like, how it's not that hard to beat the system. I'm just saying, so you're just going to get stuck with one credit card? No, you're going to put it on a different credit card, or you're going to put it on a different name with a different billing address. Like, I don't get how she thinks this is being like, oh, this is how we're solving this problem. It's like, and anyone who wants to cheat the system will cheat the system.
I never heard of anybody getting an email from them about credit cards. And I know for a fact there were people that had more than 2 people. Like, I probably did at one point. So nobody ever got emailed that I've heard of.
Wow. It's funny. Like, you think you can get an idea about a company from what their people are saying on in these training calls or whatever. But unless you know Beachbody coaches like y'all or ex Beachbody coaches like y'all, and you tell us what actually is going on behind the scenes, you would think, oh, look on the up and up, look how this is playing out. And that's not how it's playing out in reality. And I feel like people need to know about that. And again, Beachbody kind of has lost their opportunity to change because they don't listen to y'all. Y'all have tried over and over and over and over again to say health claim, income claim, please keep your people in control. And they're like, well, can you just point us exactly to the right spot in the video? And can you just take a screenshot? No, we got blocked because we tried to do the right thing and say, this is wrong. You need to stop. And they're like, I'm just going to turn the volume down. No, we cannot message them. And in their policies and procedures, it says, do not engage with people being negative about Beachbody. We've read that in the policies and procedures. So them telling us to go engage with them, it's not going to happen because they're supposed to not engage with us, and they blocked us. So welcome to the internet. Welcome to the internet, Beachbody. I don't know what to tell you.
And the reason we enforce this credit card policy so significantly and that it's constantly something we're following up on is as it relates to bonus buying. And bonus buying is where you're either creating fake accounts with unreal people's names, where there might be something where you just need to keep somebody active or keep somebody with their business service fee.
I feel like she's telling them how to cheat.
Yep, she is. She totally is
explaining how to cheat. And
yeah, she's totally telling him how to cheat. And all right, yeah, it's just whatever. I'm gonna try to speed it up and see because she's talking a little slow, so I'm not sure.
So that you can maintain or elevate your rank. There's all sorts of things that bonus buying does, but what that's considered is propping. And from a more basic standpoint, from language that reads more familiar with people who have come into a direct sales position, is you may hear about pyramid schemes and anti-pyramiding rules. The bonus buying policy is to protect us as an organization from that. We don't ever.
If they were supposed to be protected.
Them, not you. Protecting them, not you.
But they're they're not really enforcing it. People are still doing this. So, like if it's an anti-pyramid protection and they're not choosing to acknowledge or enforce it, then what do we have? We've got a pyramid. So, it's just, it's an eye roll. It's a joke. It's literally a joke.
Want to be in harm's way. So again, with anything, if you have a unique situation where you're not sure if you could use your card for someone or on a different account that is outside of a parent, spouse, or child, just reach out to us. If there's a way that we can afford you some sort of different approach or make some other suggestion, we'll work with you to find a solution. But we're a little bit limited in that area because we do need to make sure that we're keeping our network in a situation where you're a legitimate distributor with a legitimate team with real customers and real end users. We want to stay out of that sort of murkiness of what can be considered violations in that area. And it's literally something when teams are propping each other up like that, that's the kind of thing that especially from an agency like the FTC, they'll literally walk in, as we think about maybe in the movies where you see a group of guys walk in with windbreakers and they walk into an office and they're like, everybody up from their desk. And everybody walks away and they literally shut down companies. And they do this in the direct sales space. It's not very often, but there's certain cases.
We want that. That's what we want. We're
FTC.
waiting. Come on, FTC. Let's
The
go.
Beachbody's
Like the
already
movie.
doing this. The coaches are already doing this, and Beachbody's not enforcing it. So, like, when is someone going to step in, or at least fine them? Like, what the heck?
Of us
Oops. Let's share
who work on the corporate side are very familiar with. That's why we always want to make sure we explain our policies, help you understand these policies, and realize that we're not just asking just to make things more difficult or more complicated, but we truly want you guys to have the most amazing business opportunity that you can. And that you feel like you have policies that you understand, can teach your teams, and you can operate a really great, successful business with. So income claims, product claims, credit card usage, bonus buying. If you don't use your credit card outside of that U+2 allowance, you should have no worries about being in the bonus buying space. If you're using your credit card within those policies for yourself, plus two people that are either a parent, spouse, or child, you shouldn't hear from us at all except to clarify who you're related to and how you're related to that person. But it's a simple response, and we can take care of correcting things easily or noting accounts for you. And it's something that we're constantly looking at and reaching out on. So don't hesitate to reach out and ask questions if something doesn't make sense. And please just respond to those notices if you get them directed towards you. If you get copied on one for your PS coach and you happen to know their relationship, we often will have a sponsor reach out and say, oh, that's so-and-so's husband or wife or father, whatever. We appreciate the fact that you know that, but we always want to hear from the person whose card is being
legally
used.
You have to know.
Then we're hearing from the business owner themselves. So if you write back on someone else's behalf, we'll kindly thank you, but we'll ask them to have the direct contact from the person whose card is being used. So other than those 4 fun points, I would say the last thing I'll highlight tonight and then ask you guys questions if you have any, or answer any questions if you have any, is non-solicitation. There's been a lot of discussion over the years here about how we allow our coaches to be distributors in other businesses, other direct sales businesses. And for those of you who have been with Beachbody for a few years, you may have known that we've had some pretty tight policies over participation in other direct sales companies as a distributor. Obviously,
that question.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Have you ever got contacted via notices? I'm guessing they're asking if we have ever been contacted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think
for
so.
Compliance.
Yeah.
I never did.
Amber?
Cheryl, you have.
Yeah, I just recently got contacted about a post that I did in 6 years ago?
2016.
Yeah. They asked me to remove it.
And she's not even a coach.
And I replied back with all the stuff that I've sent them and asked them to please worry about the people that are coaches and not worry about people that aren't coaches.
Yeah.
So once they fix this, I'll take my post down. Yeah. That's what I said.
Good.
So yes, I have been contacted.
That's wild. I mean, that is so petty of them to do that because they know you're positioning on Beachbody and health claims and income claims. And they literally wasted someone's afternoon going through every single one of your social media posts when you're not even an active coach.
Well, I think it was, or it was somebody sent it to them, right?
Yeah.
Probably somebody that we
happened.
have gone after.
Made mad.
Yeah.
Because I've had the same Pinterest account. I also have the same Facebook account as I've always had. So they could definitely go on Facebook and find some crazy stuff, right? Like, I know.
Yeah, I mean, Pinterest is a big moneymaker for people. So if you're wondering if people still use Pinterest, yes, they do.
Yes, that's my upline. That's how, like, a lot of her Beachbody stuff took off because she was, like, blogging on Pinterest.
Yep.
So she used Pinterest to help, like, catapult her Beachbody. Because that's how she, like, found Megan Ewaldson. So, and
you can make a big amount of money on Pinterest. So,
product as a customer, you want to, but we've had some pretty tight reins on participating in other direct sales businesses while you're a coach with Beachbody. We've recently refined that policy and opened the door a little bit in terms of where that conflict comes into play. So just as a reminder, because this has changed recently, for our coach network, if you have a lifetime rank, that means the highest paid rank you've ever achieved, your lifetime rank is diamond or below, you may be a Beachbody coach and you may be a distributor in another direct sales company at the same time. If you can balance 2 or 3 different distributor roles, good on you. It's a lot of effort. Obviously, the more you're trying to build, the greater you're trying to build your team, whether with us or someone else, you've got a lot of time to spend on those efforts. And obviously your time is very valuable and you all have families and work and life that you're trying to balance. So we want to take that into consideration. So again, diamond or below, you can participate as a distributor elsewhere. If you're a star diamond coach with a lifetime rank of star diamond or above, whether it's 1-star diamond or 15-star diamond, at that point, we ask that you only be a distributor for Beachbody. Again, you're welcome to be a customer in any other organization, but not be in another distributor role in the direct sales, multi-level marketing space. Where it comes to other businesses that you might have, whether it's a regular professional role that you're in, whether you're a dietitian, whether you're a nutritionist, whether you're a hairstylist, whether you're a...
I have a question. So she just said direct selling and multi-level marketing. Direct selling can also be single level marketing. So these coaches who are 1 diamond and above, who are doing all this affiliate linking for all these other companies, how does that not put them in the crosshairs for Beachbody to say you're out of compliance? I'm just wondering. I really don't know the answer to the question.
It's interesting because maybe it's because they don't the companies that they're affiliates for aren't multi-level marketing companies. So maybe that's the loophole around it.
Yeah.
But also they said you cannot sell anything like any competing product, and all these coaches are showing links for supplements and stuff. So
and protein powders
and protein powders and and like, Kat and Tanya using all these different gut microbiome pills. Well,
yep.
I thought you're supposed to take the 4-week gut protocol bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah.
So she also mentioned registered dietitians and nutritionists in that little statement. I caught that. So from the Code of Conduct in Dietetics, it states practice using evidence-based approach within areas of competence, continuously develop and enhance expertise, and recognize limitations. Beachbody is not evidence-based, and those products are not regulated.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just squirrely. It gets the squirrelier the long that it's... And we shouldn't be the ones that know their policies and procedures and code of conduct and other rules, with knowing about nutritionists and stuff. The anti-MLM side should not know that more than the Beachbody coach side. You know what I'm saying? Protect yourself on your side and empower the consumer and protect the consumer. Oh my gosh, Cheryl, I love your dog. Oh my gosh. We love a floof break. Oh my god.
Floof.
So they'll say that the dream stuff that Kat and Ashley and Danielle and Tony and all of them use, it has the exact same ingredients as the Last Thing supplement.
Wow.
Plus some CBD. So they'll say it's not the same thing.
Wow.
Okay, so my question is, now all of the top coaches sell either a course or a plan, or that they're selling those to their downline. Isn't that against policies and procedures as well?
Maybe, but I feel like you're also utilizing your database of names and information that you're using for another company and using it for something else. So it does feel like, because you wouldn't work for one company and then use that same customer database to sell to someone else so that they could contact and make money off of those names and email addresses too. And they're doing that.
I know that within Prove It, because Aaron has addressed this before with Jesse Lee Ward, they cannot charge their team for training.
Yep. Neither can Beachbody. Yep. Yeah.
And so they all are doing it. All the top
they can't charge their team for training. And then at Summit, they held
pre-summit training,
and people had to pay to go.
Yeah, that both years I went, I paid because we did a team pre-summit, pre-team training, because they'd get special speakers to come in and speak the day, like the first day, or like opening ceremonies day, I should say, that was like, 3-4 hours long, and it was like $40-$50 to get in. Like, and that's $40-$50 with like 1,000 people there. That's a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, in the policies and procedures, it says that you can't, if anything related to any Beachbody stuff, you cannot make a profit on it. You can cover your costs, but it has to hold up to an audit. If you can get audited by Beachbody for any event you hold. So
why in the world? They're not auditing anything. Let's be real.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know why they're not. I just like they've got a lot of rules that don't seem to be enforced, and it just is wild.
Whatever you are, whatever role you fill, there's nothing that prohibits you from being in another career. But where you do have a business that complements your Beachbody business, say you're a fitness instructor for a gym, say you're a registered dietitian, say you're a nutritionist of some kind, or you're a healthcare consultant, you're welcome to have that business that complements your Beachbody business. We just ask that you don't target your Beachbody team, so you don't send emails to your customers and to your coaches soliciting your services in this complementary business. If people come to you and say, hey, Ashlie, I know you're a registered dietitian, I'd really love some help with X, Y, and Z, and somebody seeks you out because they know your skill set and your capabilities and your services, great. But don't blast it on your team page. Don't send your team or your entire downline of hundreds or thousands of people a notice about some special that you're running in your boot camp and offer them some special deal.
Are you serious?
Doesn't Melissa McAllister do that?
Body positive badass?
Yep.
Well,
Wow.
and even Melanie Metro's Chic Influencer stuff, and Micah Folsom has a mastermind group, and so they've got to.
People buy Amy Bailey's planner. Like, what is that going to teach you? How's that going to keep your life track?
Yeah.
We're not even going to start on her. I can't even.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's insane. Yeah. Julie's Project 100. If you guys can go report that, because I have sent it to compliance and I don't think they're going to do anything about it. Yeah, just for you guys. So Julie Voorhees has a Project 100 podcast, and right in the middle of it, there is a huge Beachbody ad trying to recruit to her team. No disclosures of any kind.
Wow.
And it's in every single podcast. And I sent it to them, and they were like, oh, well, we'll look into this. Hasn't been removed as of right now.
I think everybody needs to go download a Julie Voorhees podcast and send it to compliance. Shall we waive compliance with that next week? That can be our mission.
Well, and make sure that you do FTC first, and then send them the FTC report number so that they know, like, we're not being.
Yeah, we're not joking. Like, we're serious. That's why
I do have a real question about the FTC. How do you all get like the links in there
for the notes section? Like when you're submitting,
do you just copy and paste the link to wherever? Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. Okay.
Yep.
All right. That makes a lot of sense to me now. For some reason, it did not before.
Should we buy Julie's book to see what's
how much is it?
Oh my gosh,
I don't know.
Oh, we can totally roast.
Should we do it and then like review it? And
I don't think it's out yet. Let me. I will look. I would totally.
Is it pre-sale? There was like white or blue cover or something like that. Which one's going to sell out first? And
yeah, she was talking about it when she was walking.
We could do. Melissa McAllister's Made Diet. I've got that one.
Rachel D. I have in my link in my bio, there's a link tree, and it will show you step by step on how to contact compliance and FTC.
Yeah. And again, so there might be something more effective. I mean, yes, creating these videos on YouTube to help educate the consumer, very effective. Having people who watch these videos retweet things in a business space, because Twitter is more, there's lots of conversations going on, but if you're talking about the people that maybe Carl doesn't want to look embarrassed in front of, would be on Twitter and LinkedIn for creating a splash over there. So maybe we can start doing Twitter Spaces conversations, or posting a tweet and then retweeting it to get some traction, because I think Carl thinks this conversation, they're containing it to Instagram and YouTube, and it's like, no, it's bigger than that. And I think if we start
anytime I
to
want anything or like any company to like take notice to like
Twitter.
something, I
Twitter,
always go to Twitter.
Yep, Twitter.
Yeah,
Always.
so it might be something to start doing with these conversations we're having to make an additional splash, because I think Carl thinks like we're not on Twitter, and it's like, no, that's not the case. That's not the case.
We're everywhere, baby.
Yep.
I guess I'm going to start using my Twitter account now.
Yeah.
I've had one
I'll follow
for
you.
years.
Yeah, usually I'm on Twitter like retweeting like just like shit posts or political stuff.
That's where I did like my angry political post was on Twitter, right? Because I was just like, I gotta get it out.
Yep.
We want to try to keep your ability to operate other businesses going on, but we want to also maintain the Beachbody community that you have for Beachbody. And a lot of the customers that come to you, or the coaches that come to you, they come to you because of your Beachbody affiliation. And then they learn about you, they learn about who you are and what
That's
other
not
things
exactly
you do.
true.
But most of the time we find that if they've come to you to form a relationship over Beachbody, they really don't want to be marketed a million other things. You posting about something on social media that you love something, or you're using a new product that you really like and it's really great, isn't it awesome? Absolutely. Product reviews, no problem. But again, no targeted direct marketing of other services that you offer, of other products that you might sell outside of the direct sales space.
Wow.
Just be mindful of the idea of solicitation. Just like you don't like getting called at dinner time, other people don't like getting emails constantly about what you can sell them outside of Beachbody. So just keep that in mind.
Whoa,
outside of Beachbody.
Can we talk about how they're supposed to conspicuously have it in their social media or any post that they are a Beachbody coach? So she's saying all this stuff. People aren't saying they're Beachbody coaches. They may just be saying they're a registered dietitian or a group fitness instructor. So they are using that to get people in.
Well,
and then when they suck them in, then they go, oh, by the way, I'm a Beachbody coach.
And she hasn't even talked about that. She didn't even address that. That would have been low-hanging fruit to address with all of this. But Jen, I'll screen record Carolyn, our favorite core person, in her latest reel where she's showing core exercises. She does promote Beachbody in it.
Oh, I know. I saw it.
Did you see it?
I can see it. I have a burner account she hasn't blocked yet. And in my responses with the conversation that's happening with compliance now about that, I'm like, this post, she talks about Beachbody. You can't tell me this is not a Beachbody account, because she posts one, no Beachbody. Second post, Beachbody. All of her links are Beachbody. Her stories are Beachbody. You cannot tell me this is not a Beachbody business account, because she is inviting people to her fit clubs.
Yeah. Well, and Ashlie, they had her when she got in trouble with compliance, they had her go scratch from her page basically. But it seems like now she's flipped that and she's scrubbed everything else and now is promoting just Beachbody on her page. It's interesting.
Jackie, I cannot stand it when they say my new program.
Ooh,
it's not your
new program. It's the new program you are starting to do.
Yeah, it's the new program you paid for. It's the new program you've paid to have access to, and you know that's it. That's literally it. You are a member. You are there. You didn't create it. I mean, give me a break.
Anchor Fit Club is my program.
Yep.
I have spent years writing it and working on it and refining it, and I will continue to write it, work on it, refine it. It is when I go my new program, it really is mine.
Yep, it's her intellectual property, and you know, Beachbody coaches have no claim to anything. That they're just independent contractors.
If you have a chance, as you're looking through or starting to become more familiar with the Beachbody coach policies and procedures, take a look at the Beachbody coach code of ethics. It's towards the beginning of the
we already read
section.
it.
I think it's 1.7. You can keep me honest on that. But it's a really great sort of catch-all with some general sort of like, think about how you sort of operate on a daily basis. Be nice to one another, be respectful of one another, be supportive of one another, run an ethical business.
Y'all watch Snark Week. If you're in the live chat and you haven't watched Snark Week, we read the code of conduct, and it is more than just, hey, be a nice person. It's literally more than that. It's specific about what coaches can and cannot do. God dang it.
You all know we've all come along and across as a consumer, you've come along to businesses where you sort of walk out sort of feeling icky, or maybe that somebody's trying to take advantage of you.
We still feel icky.
We work really hard for our reputation. You all are amazing representatives of our brand, and you take such great pride in your businesses, and we are so fortunate to have that. We want to keep that reputation, not only for your ability to continue to build a really dynamic team and to attract new members to your team, but so that there's never a question as to our intent or our good judgment or the quality of our services or the quality of our community. We hold you guys in such high regard. We want to do everything we can to protect your reputation, to protect our brand, to protect your own personal brands that you're building. So take a look at that as you have time. And if you ever have questions about any sort of specific call outs, whether in that particular section or anything related to the PAP, our door is virtually always open by email, and we are in the office 5 days a week. We're not like coach relations and customer service. We don't work 24/7. It's just me and a team of 4 against the 360,000 of you. So we only work during the week, but we're here 6 to 6 Pacific time.
She is severely understaffed.
She needs like 150 people in compliance. And
Yeah.
freaking Carl is a freaking cheapskate. You know, I can appreciate how difficult it must be to manage, and it's an impossible job. It is an impossible job to manage 360,000 plus people with 4. Come on.
It's not possible. It is not possible.
There's Carl setting them up for failure, and I'm wondering if he like is okay with that. Because it just means
I'm sure it's purposeful. I'm certain.
Because if there's not enough staff to address all the issues, they can just keep doing whatever they're doing. And
they've always done it. They don't have to acknowledge it.
Aren't like, we're out here educating, like, people don't realize you can report this stuff to the FTC.
Yeah, I'm wondering if this is a good clip to send. This video file is a good clip to send to the FTC, because it shows that they don't have this staff to keep their coaches in compliance. Again, this is from 3 years ago. They probably have the same number of people in 2022.
If not less. Look at their stock.
Let's see. Melanie, Carlos, and then a new chick. I've had emails from like 4 specific people.
Yeah.
Maybe 5. If that, but that's it. And then the generic automated messages.
So this link is still up on Ashley's channel. I'll put the link in my description below. If anyone in the live chat, I'm not asking you to make you do more work, but it might be meaningful to submit this to the FTC and say Beachbody is not committed to keeping their coaches in compliance. And here is word from their compliance officer that they're understaffed, essentially on purpose. You know, it's what?
Yeah,
it's the worst. And Jen's number 5. She's the volunteer.
If they keep doing it, I'm going to be like, yeah, I'll contact them. Send me a check for $100.
Yeah.
Here's my PayPal.
Yep. Contract work. Yep.
Here's a contract. Sign it.
Yep.
I'll be a 1099.
Yep.
Always happy to talk to you. Nothing is off limits. Nothing is too embarrassing to ask. Please just ask, and we're happy to help with anything, whatever concern or question you have. What's the answer for you?
Okay, there were a couple that came in the chat, and then I wrote down a couple as well. And I just wanted to get a little clarification on the income disclaimer, because you kind of said, like, use the income disclaimer when it's, like talking about this, like, I was able to afford this, blah, 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 blah. And then you said it might not be enough if it's a very dramatic.
I'm going to slow her down. Sorry. I can't listen to Ashley on 1.5.
Post. Like, I bought this house cash, oceanfront. I don't see like anything like that on the team, but can you clarify, like, we should be putting the income disclaimer on every single post where we reference anything about income, or like how, how often do we need to be including that?
Great question. So
every time.
When it comes to the statements that you're making in your posts, if you make a statement like, my life has improved so much since I've joined Team Beachbody. I'm so grateful for my community, my team, my whatever. And that there's never any discussion of income. My quality of life is so much better. You could be making a statement about the fact that you're earning an income. You could mean that you're happier and healthier because you're working out or eating better, whatever it might be. If you're not bringing in money into the picture, no need to use the income disclaimer. When a regulator looks at an income claim, they're looking at
money is not just cash. Money is also cars. It is homes. It is vacations. It is boats. It is motor homes. It is going out to fancy restaurants, airplanes, your husband quitting their job. That is also considered an income claim.
It's a lifestyle claim. A lifestyle, which implies a certain implied lifestyle.
Yeah,
at
paying
that,
off
right?
debt.
What?
Yeah, that is an implied income claim.
So maybe the compliance officer maybe she told her wrong, because she's saying it as if money's involved. And so it's like, well, money. I don't think Ashley understood then. I'm not sure.
Like, wow, I made $1,000 this week and I didn't have to do anything. This is amazing. or something that's a little bit more subtle. I took my family on this amazing family vacation. I could have never afforded to do this until I became a team Beachbody coach. You're not saying you're earning X number of dollars a week, which afforded you the opportunity to take your family to Disneyland, but you are saying, oh my gosh, I earn this money because I'm a team Beachbody coach.
Now we see it. You have to put it to FTC.
So your point,
compliance don't care.
Yeah,
they don't care.
A dollar figure, or you're referencing an implied claim about the income that you earned as a coach.
Okay.
Always use that disclaimer.
Okay, she's saying to use it. Okay.
Don't post pictures of your checks.
This is not clear. She should have said anything that's positive that you're associating with your Beachbody job. If it's an increase, you need to include the claim. That's what she should have said. That's what she should have said. And what she made it sound like here is, oh, if I'm subtle enough, I don't have to include it. Yeah. If I'm subtle enough, I don't have to include it. And it's like, no,
there's ways
wrong.
around it.
Wrong. God dang. Are you serious? And again, it's like, okay, maybe Ashley legitimately got confused because she wasn't. Oh, bad screenshot. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't think this team's doing that, but yeah.
It's rare.
I don't think this team that got me to the top coach 2 years in a row is doing that. How would you freaking know, Ashley? How would you know? Do you know all the thousands of people in your downline? Goodness.
We see it anymore these days, but occasionally people do it, and I get it. You're excited, and it's something to celebrate, and I totally get it. But if you think about it, if you were outside of the direct sales space and you were in a different job, whether you're self-employed or whether you're like me and work for a company, I would never go and post my paycheck on my Facebook page. It's just, it leaves that sort of icky feeling. So again,
you can't do it. You literally cannot. You have to include an income disclosure statement. You have to include a lot of other stuff if you do crap like that.
And they still do it.
Yep.
But sometimes when somebody does it, people sort of follow suit because they think it's fun and exciting, and it's a great way to congratulate and see a real number. We would prefer you not post your income.
We would
that's
prefer.
Why Christina posted how many people had hit Success Club, because she knew they couldn't post actual paychecks, but showing how many people had Success Club points. That's another way around it.
Wow. I don't even. She's using words like prefer you to not, and it's like, no, you cannot do it. You cannot do this. You cannot. You cannot.
And then as far as in private groups, like if you're running a sneak peek, same thing applies, right? You need to be referencing
same thing applies.
Same thing applies. Think of it this way. Whether you're running a sneak peek group, which is a great way, I think, for somebody to get a grasp of what you might do on a daily basis, whether you want to invest in this full time or an hour a day, or whether you were having an opportunity meeting during a super Saturday, or a super weekend now, excuse me. I remind myself. Those are the kind opportunity meetings, whether in person or sneak peeks, more virtual opportunities to look under the hood in a business. Just consider that anybody that comes into that may come in with the intent of truly trying to explore the business opportunity for themselves, or they may be looking for yuck. So you always want to make sure that you're keeping the same standard, whether you're talking internally with your team, posting things on a team page, running a sneak peek group, having an opportunity meeting. Always make sure that you're not making unfounded claims or unsubstantiated claims.
There was no income disclaimer in Tanya's call yesterday.
Yeah, and the language she's using where she's saying you cannot make any unsubstantiated claims, and so these coaches are interpreting that as, well, I know myself that I'm making that, and I'm telling them how hard I'm working. Well, you have to add more to it, and so they're not being clear, and they have a lot of crappy training across the board. I understand because there's only 4 of them, but still they're not doing a good job. They don't have, they could make a really good video and send it out to everybody and make sure everyone has it, but they've got 4 people.
So there was a question about siblings. It's just parent, spouse, or child, and they need to be living in your house. Is that right?
From a spouse standpoint, because we assume that in most cases your spouse or partner lives with you, we know we have extenuating circumstances with people on military service, things of that nature. We're asking for same household. From a parent standpoint, we know that sometimes parents may live with you and they may live across the country. So from a parent standpoint, not a requirement. Again, from a child perspective, we're assuming it's an adult child, not your 5-year-old.
Yeah.
So yes, whether they're in the same household with you as a post-college, looking for my first real job sort of kid, or otherwise, whether they live with you or live on their own, if they're your kid, that's fine.
Great. Okay. Stacy said, can I simply say Shakeology helps my digestion? She has Crohn's disease, but it's never claimed it's cured it. But it does help my digestion. So is that?
Nope.
So
Not
that's a
okay.
great question. I love that because it's a real life
That's
example.
a
And it
health
sounds
claim.
innocent,
Yes.
but it's still stating that it's having a curative effect on something. And digestion could be just like my energy feels, I have better energy, I'm sleeping better. You'll notice that the claims we make are where they're not specific to a study or a clinical that we've completed, they're more sort of general in statement. So as an example from the Shakeology bag, supports healthy weight loss. It doesn't say it helps you lose a pound a week. But to your point, and I'm sorry, is it Stacy that had the question?
Yeah.
Sorry, Stacy. Our bag particularly right now says help support regularity and healthy digestion. So that's an approved claim that we have. One important point to make, when you're using the approved claims that we have in our product training guides, you'll also notice that it includes a requirement. This language is also in the PNP and also in that FAQ that I pointed out. But as an example, you'll see it on all our nutritionals, and I know this is way too small to see, but just as a point of reference, on our bag or on our boxes, you'll see that there's FDA disclaimer language that's generally outlined in a box. When you're making an approved claim, that's part of our approved claims that are in your product training guides that are on our packaging. If you're in the US, you always have to use that FDA disclaimer language.
Yep, you do.
Every single time.
Yep.
We know this works, or we know this helps, or it may have an effect on this, but these aren't approved by the FDA. So that language always needs to be there. So those are the sorts of things.
That language, this is literally so cut-upable. This is so cut-upable, and just using her and saying it has to be done every time.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I just want to go back. The studies that have been done on Shakeology have been paid for by Beachbody. So there is an inherent bias in those studies because they're wanting to say it works really well. So I'm just going to throw that out there. Just because they have this information, they're promoting, hey, look at what this study said or the survey said. Beachbody is paying for that. It's a conflict of interest.
I was going to say, even with first thing and last thing, it was like we did a study of 300 customers.
It was a survey.
We did a survey, 300 customers, and that's where they got their like 86% or whatever.
And the study they did with Energize included 10 people.
I received
give me a break.
10 people. I received a screenshot the other day. Let me see if I can find it. About first thing, last thing. And apparently people are basically having diarrhea.
Shocker.
Here it is. Stomach issues and first thing. This is from a Beachbody Facebook group. The development team scientists have suggested that anyone suffering gastro issues after consuming first thing, reduce serving to half scoop until better tolerated. I was skeptic.
You just throw it away.
Oh my God.
It's just that potent, guys.
It's just that potent? Are you serious?
So this is that potent. Then they're taking
they're basically pooping themselves. I'm sorry. We should not
literally throwing money in the trash.
First thing's gonna do that. Shakeology's gonna do that. Energize can do that. Like
the gut protocol supplements can do that.
So they're any coach
literally pushing themselves all day long.
All day long.
What?
All day.
What?
Yeah.
What product
start asking,
is creating
hey
all
guys,
this?
are you tweeting? Are you responding to my comment from the toilet?
Yes. Yep. Oh my gosh.
I can't think of any product that doesn't give you gastro issues.
Oh my God.
Or doesn't have the potential to give people gastro issues because it's individual.
Do y'all have the ability to pause and start on this? Okay, I'm gonna let it play for can I let it play for 3 minutes? I'm gonna go mix these up. And I'll just let it play. Hopefully she doesn't say anything outrageous, but no promises. Okay, I'll be right back.
That where we see the claims made, we may ask you just to add that disclaimer, revise the claim, remove the claim, or sort of restate, or try to find an approved way that you can tell your story, but be out of harm's way. That FDA language is only for the US. Canada has a similar agency they call Health Canada. which is their FDA equivalent, but they don't have a similar language requirement. So since most of our coaches are still within the US, this is sort of the overarching thing that you'll see in 99% of probably the promotional materials that you all see.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I guess similar to the income disclaimer, Nikki asked, is there a general medical disclaimer for things that are not Shakeology, like performance line? Like, I mean, I don't know exactly what you're talking about, Nikki, but
the same FDA disclaimer. Thank you very much.
It energize, gives me energy, like those basic things.
Great question. So Nikki, with regards to that, it's anything, we have approved claims for everything that we have that's nutritional. So when you look in your coach office and find a product training guide, you'll see that there are things relative to Shakeology, also to Beachbody Performance, other things that we might have coming down the pike. You know, anytime we put out something that's new, that's going to go in your gullet instead of, you know, working out to something or food that you might put into a container. I'm on the Ultimate Portion Fix bandwagon right now. I have my lovely container of blueberries here with me this evening. You're definitely going to want to make sure that you're still within that approved claim space. If, to your point, Nikki, you have questions about a particular product that you're using within the performance line and you're having trouble finding something that's applicable to the story that you want to share, or you have questions about what's current, always reach out. We're happy to help. But there is, on every group, there's always a related set of claims that we've approved.
Okay. Moving on to working with other companies or being distributors, are you able to, so there's two questions here. Are you able to be like signed up for a discount? You know, like I enrolled with Young Living, and I since canceled because I didn't use their oils enough, but I enrolled with whatever their program is to get like rebates on my oils, but I never talked about it or promoted it. So are you able to enroll in that capacity? Great
question. So a lot of direct sales companies, including Beachbody at one point, have a preferred customer program. We used to have something where we had a thing called Club, which some of you might be familiar with, where you weren't a coach, but you paid a certain quarterly fee and got a 10% discount as opposed to the coach wholesale price. We don't have any problem with you being a preferred customer if there is truly a opportunity of that sort. Be aware, if the reason you're getting a discount is because you're technically a distributor, you're a distributor. Think of it from the aspect of sort of the nomenclature that coaches have created of this whole discount coach thing. For us, there's just one thing. You're either a coach or a customer. So if somebody's a coach with us, whether you're earning money or not earning money, you're still a coach if you have a coach account. From our standpoint, with your participation in other direct sales organizations, if you're a distributor with them or a representative or a brand partner, they call it 18 different things. If you're in that distributor role, if you're not just a preferred customer or a regular customer, then that is still a potential concern if you're in that Star Diamond and above space.
Okay. And then for anybody, I guess Diamond or below, is there any concern about being a distributor for a competing company?
No, great question though. For sure, I would say Beachbody, as well as many other companies in our sort of health and fitness, supplement, certainly essential oils, the advent of all the CBD product that's floating about in our space right now. There's been a lot of thought initially of like, if you're representing this area of business, we don't want you in a competing company that offers the same or similar products. We have no problem if you're a distributor for another health and fitness company, again, if you're Diamond or below. Mm-hmm. But remember too, that you don't want to ever bundle one with the other. So, wow, great deal from me this week. You can buy my Shakeology pumpkin spice that's on special and my HempWorks CBD oil. Don't put our product together with other direct sales product. You can have this business and have that business, but you're not bundling things. You're not making your own challenge packs from other companies' product and our products sort of mushed together. Whether you're promoting it that way, whether you were physically offering it that way, whether you go to a trade show and you're marketing everything together on one grand table for your Beachbody business, your Young Living business, and your HempWorks business. Where it comes to marketing our product, we want you to market ours as sort of a standalone. But to your point, you can absolutely be in another direct sales business as a distributor that's in a similar product or service space.
Okay. Oh, I think this is a great question. Megan asked about people switching coaches. So she said, what are there specifics when it comes to the customer of another coach when they come to you and want to switch? How do you do that and make sure you're not poaching? Are there poaching rules, or is that just basically ethics?
Well, I would say it's basically ethics, right? So if somebody comes to you and they're like,
DC, where are you
actually,
at?
I've
You
been
need
following
to hear
your
this right
because
now.
my life, I really want to do
We're
X,
gonna have to have
Y,
her rewind and
or
come back to this
reporting
spot.
meltdown when it comes out. How do I join your team? I would always suggest you say to someone, you know what, I would love to help you. Are you a Beachbody customer or are you a coach with Beachbody already? And you'll know immediately. They'll either be like, oh yes, I am, or they'll go, and they'll do a little hesitate, sort of like, what do I say? Always, if it's a customer, I would say direct them back to their coach. As a customer, our customers can always change the coach that they work with at any time. If I like Ashlie this week and the next week I like Rachel better because I like her t-shirt and she smiles more, awesome. As a customer, I can join her team instead. But from just an ethical standpoint, as you were referring to, Ashlie, if you reach out and sort of push them back, if they are working with a coach already, if you push them back to their original coach, or at least ask the question, have you talked to your coach about, how she can help you?
What has she been saying while I've been gone?
You need to rewind because we're talking about ethics right now.
Oh, shoot.
About poaching. Ashlie
Poaching.
asked about poaching.
Ashlie also basically said she broke the rules by asking a question. She was a Young Living distributor.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I missed so much.
Wait a second, DC. Does Young Living have a preferred customer like discount, or are you just a distributor?
They do now. They had to restructure some stuff.
What about 3 years ago?
They either had a customer or a brand partner. They just had no preferred.
So there was no discount for the customer back then. Just customer.
No, the only way to get a discount was if the customer would do a subscription order and they would get points. They would get loyalty rewards that they could use towards product that was not a part of their subscription order.
Yeah, you need to rewind it.
Oh God, yep. How much?
Ashlie definitely lied, and she definitely broke the rules.
Oh, great. Okay, how do I rewind this? So this part, or was she asking another question?
I can't hear you. I can't see it.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Sorry. Hold on.
You're not an idiot.
Oh, okay. So I went back at like 3 minutes. Is it further back? Like right here?
I think right there.
Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. Like right about there.
Okay, let's see.
And then for anybody, I guess diamond or below, is there any concern about being a distributor for a competing company?
No,
you gotta go back.
Go back more? Okay.
I would say Beachbody as well as Story. You'll see that there are things relative to Shakeology, also to Beachbody Performance, other things that we might have coming down the pike. Anytime we put out something that's new, that's going to go in your gullet instead of, working out to something or food that you might put into a container. I'm on the Ultimate Portion Fix bandwagon right now. I have my lovely container of blueberries here with me this evening. You're definitely going to want to make sure that you're still within that approved claim space. If, to your point, Nikki, you have questions about a particular product that you're using within the performance line and you're having trouble finding something that's applicable to the story that you want to share, or you have questions about what's current, always reach out. We're happy to help. But there is, on every group, there's always a related set of claims that we've approved.
Okay. Moving on to working with other companies or being distributors.
Is it further back than that? Or
no, I think this is it.
Are you able to, so there's two questions here. Are you able to be like signed up for a discount? Like I enrolled with Young Living, and I since canceled because I didn't use their oils enough, but I enrolled with whatever their program is to get like rebates on my oils, but I never talked about it or promoted it. So are you able to enroll in that capacity?
Great question. So a lot of direct sales companies, including Beachbody at one point, have a preferred customer program. We used to have something where we had a thing called Club, which some of you might be familiar with, where you weren't a coach, but you paid a certain quarterly fee and got a 10% discount as opposed to the coach wholesale price. We don't have any problem with you being a preferred customer if there is truly a opportunity of that sort. Be aware if the reason you're getting a discount is because you're technically a distributor.
Yes,
you're a distributor.
And Young Living
think of it from the aspect of
Young Living does this all the time. And again, Kat Benson, the registered dietitian I've been doing these Young Living videos with, she was enrolled as a brand partner because she thought she was helping a friend out and she was getting a kit at a discount, and that's how it's described. And you're actually signing up as a brand partner. So Ashlie probably actually signed up as a brand partner and got the kit for the discount, because as a customer you cannot. And so there was not an option to be a loyalty rewards member with the discount kit. She probably was actually a brand partner. So
Place where that coach
Interesting.
yeah.
discount coach thing. For us, there's just one thing. You're either a coach or a customer. So if somebody's a coach with us, whether you're earning money or not earning money, you're still a coach if you have a coach account. From our standpoint, with your participation in other direct sales organizations, if you're a distributor with them or a representative or a brand partner, they call it 18 different things. If you're in that distributor role, if you're not just a preferred customer or a regular customer, then that is still a potential concern if you're in that Star Diamond and above space.
Okay.
It's a concern. Young Living has a condition in their terms and conditions, their policies and procedures. You cannot be in another multi-level marketing company if you're a diamond or above. So it's a similar rule that Beachbody has, but again, it doesn't come into play until you are making big money, or you used to be making big money with Young Living. So
And, for anybody, I guess diamond or below, is there any concern about being a distributor for a competing company?
No, great question though. For sure, I would say Beachbody, as well as many other companies in our sort of health and fitness, supplement, certainly essential oils, the advent of all the CBD product that's floating about in our space right now. There's been a lot of thought initially of like, if you're representing this area of business, we don't want you in a competing company that offers the same or similar products. We have no problem if you're a distributor for another health and fitness company, again, if you're diamond or below. But remember too, that you don't want to ever bundle one with the other. So, wow, great deal from me this week. You can buy my Shakeology pumpkin spice that's on special and my HempWorks CBD oil. Don't put our product together with other direct sales product. You can have this business and have that business, but you're not bundling things. You're not making your own challenge packs from other companies' product and our products sort of mushed together. Whether you're promoting it that way, whether you were physically offering it that way, whether you go to a trade show and you're marketing everything together on one grand table for your Beachbody business, your Young Living business, and your HempWorks business. Where it comes to marketing our product, we want you to market ours as sort of a standalone. But to your point, you can absolutely be in another direct sales business as a distributor that's in a similar product or service space.
Okay. I think this is a great question. Megan asked about people switching coaches. So she said, what are specifics when it comes to the customer of another coach when they come to you and want to switch? How do you do that and make sure you're not poaching? Are there poaching rules?
Yes.
Or is that just basically
oh my
ethics?
God.
Well, I would say it's basically ethics, right? So if somebody comes to you and they're like, wow, Ashlie,
if it's in your contract, it's not just ethics. It's a literal rule. Literally, there is rules about not poaching. Like, oh my gosh, my screen pauses are just incredible. Okay.
I've been following you on social media. You have changed my life. I really want to do X with you. I want to get into your challenge group for Morning Meltdown when it comes out. How do I join your team? I would always suggest you say someone, you know what, I would love to help you. Are you a Beachbody customer or are you a coach with Beachbody already? And you'll know immediately. They'll either be like, oh, yes, I am. Or they'll go, and they'll do a little hesitate, sort of like, what do I say? Always, if it's a customer, I would say direct them back to their coach. As a customer, our customers can always change the coach that they work with at any time. If I like Ashlie this week and the next week I like Rachel better because I like her t-shirt and she smiles more, awesome. As a customer, I can join her team instead. But from just an ethical standpoint, as you were referring to, Ashlie, if you reach out and sort of push them back, if they are working with a coach already, if you push them back to their original coach, or at least ask the question, I talked to your coach about, how she can help you further or how he can help you further. And as a customer, if they want to change to you, at least you've done your due diligence, you've asked the questions, you've tried to encourage them back to their team. As a coach, if a coach is coming to you from another team and they're like, oh my gosh, my coach crazy, like I need to be in a different team, we don't have the same flexibility because obviously our coaches are within our genealogy, whereas customers don't sit within the genealogy. So as your organization builds out and it gets larger and your team
the genealogy, aka the pyramid.
Yeah. Yep.
If they're removed, it messes everything up.
Yeah. Yeah, it screws up people's legs for sure.
Well, and now if you're a preferred customer, you are a coach, like you are taking up a coach spot.
Yeah.
In genealogy. So preferred customers can't
move around. Yep.
Sign you. affects far more than just you, which is why we have the restriction on sponsor changes that we do. Are there sponsor changes that we approve? There's always going to be the random exception, but it is very, very rare. It's really the most exigent of circumstances. But if you ever feel like you have a concern that you want to address, reach out.
Sell their downlines all the time.
Yeah. And in Young Living, you can legally sell it. Like you can, like, not obviously, maybe there's some money exchanging hands, like on a personal level, but you pay $50 if you want to give up your line. Like the person buying it pays $50 and they can't ever have recruited anybody. And then you can transfer your entire downline to that person. And that is part of the Young Living's like procedures, or like that's allowed. So it's wild.
For a lot of information, we're going to ask you to substantiate the concerns that you have, whether you have text messages, is there a particular call that you had, is there an event that took place? We're going to ask you a lot of information, but at the same time, we're going to keep your confidence and not necessarily hang up the phone with you and call Ashlie and be like, oh my gosh, Ashlie, I heard last week you did such and such, or you said such and such. We want to work with you in a professional and respectful way, and we want to give you your options so that you can consider how we can resolve it. If you want our help in just getting some ideas so that you can go back to whether it's your sponsor or another teammate and address a conflict or concern on your own, great, we're going to help you do that. If you want our help actually being involved, we can absolutely help you and be the sort of sounding board for both of you. We're going to try to remain neutral and give you guys the best sort of suggestions that we can to resolve the problem at hand. And then if that just isn't it for you, there are people that get to a point for whatever reason, as their business changes, as their life changes, where they may want to make a change of team. We'll walk you through what's required. We'll walk you through the timeframes, what it means for your coach discount. Does it interrupt your BOD service? Does it any sort of those kinds of questions, just account-wise, or what do I have the rights to do, or how do I get into another challenge group?
Smile real quick. Cheryl's taking a picture. I hate Beachbody.
Or what if I lose this benefit?
Sorry, I'm starting to get a little buzzed. So
yes, love it. We love a buzz, Cheryl.
Whole thing. I'm trying to.
I should have put alcohol in these Shakeology shakes.
I've done that before.
Oh my gosh.
Don't let yourself get to that breaking point if you're frustrated by something. If you reach out to your sponsor and the two of you can't seem to work it out, whether it's an issue between the two of you or you're seeking her or his guidance about a question that you have about a team matter or just a matter with another coach that's in another organization, if you can't solve it, we're always here to try to help. We're going to ask you a lot of information.
You already just said that. You said that.
Candid with us, but we want to help you. We want to facilitate a solution for you that's good for everybody. And we're so much more effective being proactive with you and having a great business partnership with you than having to come in at the sort of 11th hour when everybody's about to tear their hair out or there's some sort of critical deadline brewing. So you have our confidence and we will keep your information confidential. And if there's something we need to share that's been a part of the conversation we have with you, we'll discuss that with you first so that you can make a decision as to how you want to move forward in any sort of resolution. We're never going to disclose something confidential that you told us without getting your permission. If there's truly a legal reason we need to disclose it to somebody else, I will tell you that first, or my team will tell you that first. It should never be a surprise to you. So use us as a sounding board and know that we have complete and utter respect for what you guys do. And we really want to help you find that sort of best solution to conquer any sort of challenge you may encounter in your business.
Can I ask a question? I was going to type it, but it's really confusing. So I've never ran into this before, but I had a coach cancel. And because I know there's a whole 6-month waiting period thing. She canceled.
And Dylan in the background. Like little baby.
Oh my God.
Well, she recently signed back up. Can they sign back under her, not wait the 6 months since they were originally hers? And they were just like passed down to me?
I don't think
since they weren't mine, you know what I mean? Or do they need to wait 6 months because they were passed down to me?
So let me make sure I understand the details, Emily, just so that I have the facts straight. Yeah. So this was for somebody that was your PS coach or somebody that you inherited?
No, my PS coach.
Okay. So I was your PS coach. I quit.
Mm-hmm.
I signed back up.
Mm-hmm.
But this time I signed back up with Ashlie.
No, you signed up with me again.
I signed back up with you?
Yeah.
They're asking if their previous PS coaches can come back to them?
Like if their previous PS canceled and wanted to sign back up with them.
Oh, great question. That's a really great question. Let me see if I can explain this simply.
6 months.
There's a few situations that we run into that sort of sit in the space. So I'll give a couple examples. Let's see if that helps. If my PS coach quits and signs back up with me, and Emily's point, their PS coaches have quit along the way, they can come back to them because, again, they're coming back to their same sponsor. So our guideline for re-enrolling is if I want to cancel and re-enroll, but I don't want to wait the 6 months, I'm coming back to my same sponsor, same side of the leg. So if I am outside right with Emily, I come back outside right. It doesn't mean I necessarily come back in the same spot. So pardon my random hand movements, but if I was over here and I quit, I would still come back on her right side. Obviously, I'm farther down in the genealogy because I'm owning a new business center. So I don't come back to my previous spot in the genealogy, but I come back on the same side of the leg. And
the pyramid.
So Emily, your point, their PS coaches that quit with them, if your PS coach
Can y'all explain what a PS coach is?
It's a pyramid.
Personally sponsored.
Personally sponsored. Okay.
Personally sponsored.
Okay. Good to know.
Rolls with you, they can come back to them because they're coming back to their original sponsor like I did to you. Does that help?
No.
Okay. Okay. And then the other thing I would say that happens sort of frequently that I'll share is just if I have a PS coach who quits and I inherit their personally sponsored coaches, often the question becomes, what happens when those people that want to be somewhere else? They are sometimes under the opinion that my sponsor will away. I should be able to go back to anybody, whether it's just their upline who inherited me, whether it's to an entirely separate organization, or maybe a teammate in the community because their sponsor left. The only allowance for re-enrolling before 6 months is up is if you're going back to your same sponsor. The only time that differs is if you've resigned and your sponsor quits in the meantime. So I cancel my account. Emily was my sponsor. God forbid, tomorrow Emily quits. Now I decide I want to come back. If I'm going to come back and not wait 6 months, I need to go to Emily's sponsor. I don't go to team over here. I still stay in my organization because I'm not waiting 6 months, but I am allowed to go to the next
level.
And just want to add to that
I'm trying to do a pyramid.
People will sign up. They'll be like, oh, well,
yeah, you can't go to a new pyramid. You're stuck in your old pyramid.
But then I noticed I was doing like the Hova. Or isn't that what they do? Okay, I'm done. Sorry.
They were able to sign up, so I guess it's fine. So what will happen, you guys, if they have not waited their 6 months, maybe the system allows them to sign up, but compliance will find them and then cancel them at that point. Then it starts their clock over, right? Like they have to wait another 6 months. So just encourage people to wait the 6 months, enroll with you as a customer. They can be in your group, but don't have them sign up their spouse either, right? What is the situation with that? Like they should not, because you can't work a business center for someone else, correct?
Right. So
you cannot work a business center for someone else. Oh my God. Just remember
Ashley,
that.
and thank you for raising that. If their spouse truly wants to be a coach and is going to be the coach, obviously their spouse can enroll. But to Ashley's point, it's not, oh, I got to wait 6 months. You know what, honey, will you sign up? You don't have to do anything. Just put your name in there and I'll work the business. Don't do that. Mm-hmm. And to Ashley's point, yes, we do have some flaws. I'd love to say our tech is 100% on point, but will our system allow you at times?
Everybody does that.
Everyone does it. Literally everybody does it.
Is John a coach under Ashley?
I'm sure he is. I'm sure her kids are. I don't know if her kids are. I'm just being rude.
Pretty sure he is.
Yeah.
He does the back office stuff. Haven't you ever heard her say that?
Oh my gosh.
Eligible? Yes. Just because the system lets you doesn't mean you should. So we do run regular reports for re-enrollment. So we'd rather not have to start somebody over on their 6 month wait. So if you can encourage them to do it the right way, it's so much easier. And particularly at this time of year where people are excited about Summit and they want to make a change and quick, and I want to be able to go to Summit and go to Ashley's party and not have to go to worry about going to this person's party. You can still go to Summit. You don't have to be a coach to go to Summit. So don't hesitate to just take the proper steps.
We would be plastered. We would be plastered if we drank every time.
Consideration that you think some
Cheryl won.
Reduced. Again, it's very rare that we do it, but there are circumstances where there's been a fraudulent enrollment in the first place. Somebody was misled or misinformed or scammed. On a very rare case, unfortunately, it does happen, but
very rare. Very rare.
Ma'am, it's not very rare.
Yeah, I think our definitions of very rare are quite different. Quite different, ma'am.
Well, so out of all of us, out of the four of us, how many of us did it? All right,
wow.
We're
100%. Wow.
Equitable solution, and if there is truly an exigent circumstance, then we absolutely want to consider what we can do to help you.
Okay, this is so helpful. I have one more question, and that's about incentives and gifts and things like that. Like,
isn't Ashlie speaking differently than she normally does? Like, I feel like she's very like engaged and on it and asking kind of okay questions, and she's asking follow-up questions to stuff people have said. I don't know. Like, do y'all feel? Am I imagining it? Am I being?
Well, this was before. If this was 3 years ago,
she was still on the top. This is when she was still,
She actually had people on her team on a call who were engaging with her.
Wow. Yep. Good point. It's just how whenever the top of the pyramid, Ashlie
we just
is.
saw Emily pop up.
Yeah, that's true. So was this before Emily was outranking Ashlie?
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
wow.
because Ella was still a baby.
That power transfer has not been good for Ashlie. I don't know. It's a whole different Ashlie, it seems like. It's a whole different person.
Like, what are the kind of things that we are allowed and not allowed to do to incentivize like our coaches or, challenger of the week or something in our boot camps, things like that? Are there rules around that?
So my favorite flavor of cookies is chocolate chip. No, I'm kidding. It's a great question because I think you guys are so creative when you're motivating your team, whether it's your current coach, whether it's a challenge group. You always want to keep that spirit just moving. And so I love the creativity. I think a lot of the contests that we see are awesome and very unique. A lot of times we scratch our heads and think like, oh, we should have thought of that. But you guys get the bright idea first, so we let you run with that. With regards to your prizes or your incentives that you offer, you can never offer cash. Cash is never an incentive, particularly when it comes to recruiting.
They do, because it's a bribe.
If you're doing a push to emerald or push to diamond or something where you're encouraging your team to start making their first enrollments of their personally sponsored coaches, you can't say like, hey, you know what, Emily, you're going to get a few more people. I mean, goes without saying.
I used to get 25. I used to get gift cards from giftcard.com to give to people so they would enroll with me.
Yeah, a lot of people do. And it's, yeah.
Well, I have 3 gift cards left.
I wonder, we should probably play a game for him or something. The interesting thing though, every time I was in a push group, we would have to pay into the pot, and then whoever made it split the pot.
Oh, wow. That doesn't seem compliant, but that's a good idea. I can see how that could be a no-no.
Yeah. I mean, so all of
it's their version of the diet bet.
Yep.
That's all it is.
Wow. This is so interesting. There's so much tea happening right now.
And of Wonderkins, you guys have an amazing organization when it comes to recruiting and just in awe of the activity that goes on. So that's so incredible. But when you're recruiting people, you can't ever offer a cash reward. Enroll with me this month. I'll give you $50 back as a refund for part of your product.
Young Living does this in terms of
all the time.
Yeah, Young Living gives like a diffuser and something else if they sign up with the top kit with like $100, like the one that you would get $100 order, because they used to get $50 a person to sign up, so they were fine just taking $25 and then using the other $25 to buy the diffuser and the other little welcome package. So it was just
we did rebates. We did rebates all the time, especially at the end of the month if you still needed to hit your goal.
Yep.
At the end of the month, if you sign up with me now, I'll give you my commission.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's a no-no, but everyone does it. Everyone does it. Let me just see something real quick. Okay.
Yeah, I'll give you a cash reward of $25. Giving cash, paying somebody because they recruited someone or paying someone because they were recruited into your business is a regulatory violation that's often referred to as pay to play. And it is a major no-no.
Yep, it's a major no-no.
So please stay away from that. When it comes to challenge groups, if you want to do something where you throw a particular challenge out there, whether it's for the week or for the month, and truly whether it's related to a fitness challenge or a business challenge, and you say, hey, the top 3 Success Club point earners for the month of May will get a gift card to Lululemon. Great. You can absolutely do that. When you deal with gift cards, again, you want to deal with gift cards that don't have a cash value. So not an Amex gift card, not a Visa gift card, not a Visa debit card, but a gift certificate to Lululemon, a gift certificate to Amazon, a gift certificate to the retailer of your choice. Totally fine. If you're doing a gift card or a prize like that, we ask that it be a value of $50 or below, with the exception of whether you want to offer a Beachbody product, like you want to give away a bag of Shakeology. If you're giving away a Beachbody product, it can have a value up to the retail value of a bag of Shakeology, which, since we all buy it at a great Coach price, the retail value of a bag of Shakeology is $130. Where it comes to other prizes, since you brought it up, Ashlie, one of the common things that I know is often popular is sort of the diet bet model. So everybody get in and
y'all literally
everybody tosses
know
$5
this.
into the pot, and then the winner takes all, or maybe the top 3 people split the pool. There are specific guidelines in our policies, and Ashlie, I'll send you the actual.
It's not just Beachbody policies. It's the United States law. Like, they have lottery laws. They've got like bribery laws. Like there's things that you could be breaking in this situation, and they're saying it's just our rules in Beachbody.
Did you see the giveaway that Autumn and her friends are
loot
doing?
giveaway?
The $2,500.
Yep.
Somebody gets $1,000 today, and tomorrow's $1,500.
That's and Emily is part of that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Kate, Kristen answered. Sometimes Beachbody puts their performance packs on sale a lot. So coaches will make it seem like they're giving you the discount, but it's actually already on sale.
Well, I think now, though, they do have specific codes that they give them every once in a while for like $20 off. I think I've heard that they will give each coach like $5 a month or something.
They can do that. They'll do that. But if somebody just goes to Beachbody On Demand to buy, the discount's there.
Wow.
They don't need a code.
Wow. Interesting.
Language, because I think it's a great policy to share. You can put it in your team page or share it out with your team as you wish. But there are specific limitations in terms of the dollar value when it comes to a cash prize that's associated with a contest. And most of you, more and more, it seems like most people are doing gift cards and maybe another little sort of goodie or a great water bottle or a great something that's sort of associated with your daily lives. But where it comes to cash,
if you want to get Instagram to slap your account and slow your algorithm down and like analytics and get you just like slow traction, participate in one of these follow for follow giveaways and see what happens, because Instagram literally hates them more than anything. So if you want to ruin your life on Instagram, participate in one. See what happens.
And I get messages for them all the time to join.
They don't do comment pods. They don't do, like, if you are in one, you can get one kicked from the platform because they will not.
Yeah. I was in a comment pod when I first with my. What is that noise?
It's my child.
It's like, it sounded like a robot.
No.
It was DC stirring that Shakeology.
How beautiful.
God. It's like separating.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. That little girl makes me want to have another little baby so bad. And every time I see her, I'm like, Amber, stop showing her. I don't
do it.
But now I forgot what I was going to say. Dang it.
Comment pod.
Oh, yeah. So I was part of a comment pod on my old account for like the whole time I was a coach under Lori. And literally, my account would not grow at all. Like,
thank you, Instagram.
It was so bad. Yep. That's why I originally started the new Instagram that I have. Like, my original Instagram is now like, it shows that I moved here, but it's only because like I couldn't get past nothing. I couldn't do anything.
You get super slapped for stuff like that from Instagram. And if they think you're doing it, you can get kicked from it, but they will slow down your reach so fast.
Yep.
There are definite limitations on how you can give cash as a prize. And the other piece of advice, just real quickly, that I would say is where you're creating sort of this excitement over a contest, when you write your rules for your contest, you guys know, if you spend any time looking at our summit page or the Success Club trip page or anything that's about a contest, you see our rules that are like 12 feet long. Write simple rules. Make it easy to ensure that your challengers or your coaches understand what the conditions are that apply. And also, as the person operating the contest, you don't want to have to calculate something for your team that you don't have the proper.
You can't write your own contract and expect it to be enforceable. Are you serious? Like, you can't just write your own rules. I don't get that.
One of the first things I did was contact a lawyer and help me draft contracts, terms and conditions, websites. That's all saved. So when I go to do things, I have them.
Yeah. from a
Legally,
lawyer.
I am protected.
Yep.
I have that, and I have my liability insurance. Like those are the first two things I did.
And then she, who works in compliance, is like, when you write these rules, make sure you don't make them too complicated. Well, I mean, what are you doing telling all these people to do something that only a lawyer should be doing? I don't get it.
Resources for.
Especially someone in compliance.
Calculate Success Club points for your team. You can't go to the Success Club team and be like, I need the report for the last 3 months for these coaches, because they can't support those kinds of requests. So work with something that you have the visibility to not only calculate, but verify. And the simpler you make the calculation portion of that, it's easier for you to properly vet who achieved the winner position. And it's also so much simpler and more encouraging, I think, for your challengers or your coaches to participate, because they know very clearly what's expected of them. And they can make a really simple decision and a great decision for themselves about, yeah, this is something that's totally up my alley right now for the goals I'm trying to achieve. Or like, you know what, I'm really working on building my business. I'm not going to do this that's about a nutrition or a fitness goal, but it'll help them figure out what's right for them to participate in, and it'll help you officiate it in a way that you're not pulling your hair out. One just personal peeve, and I'll just share it with you as a word of advice and take it or leave it. Don't offer up your guest spot on the Success Club trip that you qualified for, like, especially because you may have somebody in your organization, even if it's a teammate, even if it's a new challenger you met on social media who you think is the coolest chick in the world. When you don't know somebody very well and you're spending a much treasured vacation with them in a small cabin on a boat that you can't get off of, or in a nice little resort that we took the whole place up, and there is nowhere for you to go except there, you may want to consider who you're sharing space with so that you enjoy your vacation, they enjoy their vacation, you preserve a friendship and your sanity. So where you can avoid rewarding people with this sort of grandiose prize of, you're going to be my special guest on this Success Club trip that I qualified for. Save that for your family, for your friends that you know well and have every confidence that you can really enjoy time together with, but don't do it as a stranger. There's too many challenging, sort of frustrating stories and frustrations that people have gone through. We hate for you to have any moment of discourse on an event like that. And quite frankly, whether it's at Summit or a Success Club trip or something else, just enjoy the time and get the most out of your time, whether it's vacation or a great learning experience.
Wow. If she's a lawyer, I'm going to cry.
I can't hear you.
You're muted,
Sorry,
Elaine.
Okay, I feel like there's a few more, but we got so much information from you. And do people is there like a general compliance? I have compliance at teambeachbody.com. Is that
absolutely? So compliance at Beachbody or compliance at Team Beachbody, either will work. Okay. That's our main mailbox. We will generally respond to you within about 24 to 48 hours. If you have something more urgent, Monday through Friday, we are here. Pick up the phone and call us. And if you have something that you're like, oh, I don't know if this is compliance or this is something else, you can always ask us. If it isn't something that's in our space, we'll direct you to the proper support team who can help you.
Yes, perfect. And there is always the policy and procedures for us to like verify things. But this was so helpful, Jemima. Thank you so much for taking this to do this for us. I think I mean, just a lot of light bulb moments. And like you, I love Beachbody. I want it to be around, and I want us to all be doing it the right way and protect our company. So thank you very much. And
thank you guys.
We'll see you at Summit.
Absolutely. See you in Indianapolis.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
She loved Beachbody until Emily outranked her.
Yep. Wow. A completely different energy, a completely different, like, engaged, there doesn't seem to be like a burden of like failure hanging over her head. She's asking follow-up questions. I don't know. It just seems like a completely different Ashlie.
She was actually paying attention.
Yeah.
She was paying attention.
And I could see, watching someone like this, why a lot of people would want to join her team. You know what I mean? Like, she's excited, she's articulate, she's I don't know, engaged, she's attractive. There's a lot of things, like, I could see why people want to join her team.
She acted organized as well. She had like a notepad and questions. Yeah. Like she was on it.
Yeah, which was completely different from that Facebook group I got kicked out of. And I will let that go someday.
She's not walking around drinking and shoving food in her mouth.
Yeah. It's a very stark contrast.
Let's see if she's back in Phoenix yet.
I'm gonna have to sip these soon because they're separating. And the smell of the pumpkin spice is the worst thing I've ever thought to smell from a protein shake. But I want to wait till Cheryl comes back. But I'm just gonna do another quick mix.
Dope. Ashlie is back in Phoenix.
Oh boy.
I might run into her tonight.
Cheryl
could be running into her. Okay.
Cheryl said, go ahead.
Okay. Which one should I try first? Live chat, you better tell me. I can try. The pumpkin.
You gotta do the pumpkin spice. Yeah, you have to.
The smell is horrible. It smells like sour like salad with cinnamon on top and pumpkin-y smell. I'm so scared.
Wait, can we see the color? Does it look like pumpkin?
Yep, it does look like pumpkin. It looks like baby food. And
or baby poop.
Yeah. Oh, not right. I haven't even drunk it yet. God dang.
Damn it, Carl.
I'm so scared. Damn it, Carl.
Spit bucket.
Spit.
We can't lose her on the first one.
Oh, no.
Oh my God, this is the worst flavor I've ever tried in my whole life. And letting it sit was the worst decision I ever made.
Was that just with water or with milk?
Yeah, what'd you mix it with?
Just water and ice, but it's bad. It's the chalkiness of it. The chalkiness is so bad, and it's the most powerful aftertaste of any of the shakes. And it's not a good. There's no like pumpkin. It's just a burning from the cinnamon and green and metallic-y kind of like. It's so bad. Oh my God. Oh, I can't even I don't even want to look at it. Oh, I don't even want to try the vanilla chai. How did y'all drink
it'll be
that?
a palate cleanser.
I didn't. I threw it in the trash.
I never tried.
Yeah, I never.
I tried it and I threw it in the trash.
You are so smart. You're so smart. This one smells better than that. That smell is so bad. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. Oh my
Carl says
God.
it's good.
Right? I was like, what?
Carl
Yeah,
says
at
it's
first
so
it's like
good.
she's like,
The texture
At
is much
first,
better
I
on
thought
this
she was
one.
gonna be like what Brittany Broski with the. Well,
It was. I was surprised because it wasn't as strong, but it's creamier than the other. It's. Oh wait, there's an aftertaste. Forget it. It's like I don't know. It doesn't taste like vanilla.
It doesn't taste like a vanilla chai latte.
Oh hell no!
Like
hell
you should
no.
give up Starbucks vanilla chai latte.
Oh my God! No way.
You should
For that.
I want instead of some Starbies.
I want a Starbucks employee to try this and then be offended. I just want to.
I have
watch
a
their
friend that
face.
works at Starbucks. I have a friend
I
who
have
works
an
at
extra.
Starbucks.
I have an extra. Send this to you, because I will say this is probably the least offensive Shakeology flavor I've tried. Oh wait, but the aftertaste is so bad. It's
Is
so
it like
bad.
greeny metallic aftertaste again?
Yeah, but it's not as. I'll take another sip. Hold on. I think maybe some of that was covering it up, but.
Okay, LJ,
What?
we'll hear you. LJ,
It's
he's
not
playing
as.
video games.
It's not as oh, there's a little bit of like a green kind of like, I don't even know if there's pea protein in this. Hold on. There's a lot of fungi in here. I don't even know what half this stuff is.
Fun
Yeah,
guy.
fun guy, Carl. Damn
Fun
it.
guy, Carl.
Yep. I don't know. It's so there's spinach in here. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know. It's much creamier than any other Shakeology, and this is
So
just
it
water.
has spinach in it, but they still add spinach. Like I don't understand that.
I don't
you
either.
You have to remember the amounts of
Ugh.
vegetables and proprietary blend of ingredients in there. Brittany Morgan has a really good article on her website of how much is actually in it. And it's
I bet
nothing.
Yeah,
there's nothing in it.
easily
Hardly
amount.
anything.
It's
No.
bad.
Somebody on my Instagram asked what tree does Shakeology grow from?
I don't know. A dumpster tree. I don't even know. And again, let me tell you this. They said this is an exclusive flavor. It was $74 for 14 packets. 74 for not even a tub.
Yeah.
Are you serious, Carl?
Not even a bag?
Not even a
bag. It was in a little
packet.
box. Yeah, I just returned it to USPS this morning. Yeah, $74.
The audacity.
I returned it this morning.
That's why they're all buying multiple boxes.
Mhm.
They don't
Why?
get a month out of it.
You don't get 30 days.
It's like, oh my god, the aftertaste is so bad.
So are
Wow.
you going to try them with milk too?
No, there's no way. There's no way. This is the worst
No.
flavor I've ever tried before. And
Pumpkin
the milk didn't cover up the flavor that much to like make me take another sip of that. Heck no. Oh my god. If someone's trying to talk you into Shakeology, it's a no. Yeah, Carl's cream. Oh my god, I'm dying. No. Ugh.
Oh, what? Stop it.
Oh my god.
I can't. Stop. You're gonna give DC nightmares. He's gonna, honestly,
Oh
y'all,
my
we
God.
have to pay for DC's therapy at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. I would just be happy if 3 people subscribed to me because then I would be at an even 500. But oh my
Lacey, here's the
god.
thing. Do you have the bevy and the beach bar to try still too?
Oh yeah. Yep. Let me get.
Okay,
the
3
beach bar.
people on here. If there are
Every
3
person
people-
on our Instagram should subscribe to DC because
Yeah.
she,
And
I mean, come on.
All right, we're trying a beach bar.
Yeah, if you haven't subscribed to the channels, please go subscribe, especially
Yeah.
let's get DC up. And where Cheryl
Yeah.
just started hers, we need to get
Oh
hers
yeah,
up,
Cheryl.
too.
Subscribe
Yeah.
to those for mine.
I got a
You're not
whole
gonna find nothing
38.
on mine.
I'm really close to 1,000, which means I'm close
Oh
to
yeah.
getting
Amber
monetized.
up.
So
Yes.
Okay.
What happens when you get monetized?
You get
That-
paid for when
I get
people watch.
paid for, yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
get money.
Look,
Money,
It's
I'm
true.
going
money.
It's true. What's it called when you set it and forget it? But it's like they call it
Residual income.
it's
oh, I
true
got
residual
47
income.
subscribers.
Heck yeah. 900 and I don't even know, but 53 more to go. It's the best. It's the best feeling of all time. Oh, thank you. We binged. Okay, this smells
the
like a Luna bar. Have y'all ever had a Luna bar before?
Is it the
No?
chocolate peanut butter one?
Yeah.
Oh, don't do that to chocolate peanut butter. It's my favorite mixture
Oh.
ever.
Oh no.
Look at DC's face.
Dip it in the pumpkin spice and see
Oh
what
my
happens.
god.
What's wrong?
Dip it in this pumpkin. Your dog's like,
No, you don't get any of this. Carl doesn't like dogs. Go. If imagine pea protein mixed with drywall plaster
Yep.
with peanut butter. That's what this tastes like.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
they all
Oh.
eat them, and they all say they're so good.
Those they are. I told DC yesterday. I'm like, they are dry,
Or
dry.
Dry AF. Oh my. You need like a huge thing of milk to drink with this. It tastes way better than the Shakeology. I will say that. I
Yeah?
need to go get a little cup of water. I'll be right back. I'll be right
oh,
back.
Bevy.
Bevy. No, you
Okay,
can't have
so
Bevy. You cannot.
okay,
You can't
she-
have it. I'll be right
She
back.
has her headphones off. Have any of you guys tried it?
No.
Have you guys tried Bevy? Cheryl, how is
No,
it?
it came out
It
after
tastes
I
like-
left. So
It tastes like fruit punch energized.
is it like a
with
Crystal
a-
Light? Like a Crystal Light
tad-
package?
No,
Like
it's worse.
tea
Yeah,
package?
but it is like that. It tastes
Yeah.
like a fruit punch energized. Did y'all ever taste that?
No.
No.
Oh, it was so bad. With a
Really, it was
hint-
Joel's
a
favorite
hint
up
of
until the pink
tea.
lemonade one.
The hint
Oh.
of tea.
Oh.
Like, I don't know why you'd pay a premium
the
for those
berry
kind
one?
of bars. This one is pomegranate berry.
Okay.
I'm gonna drink a little bit of water first because it says to do 8 ounces and this is 12. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Is this gonna be bad? Are y'all laughing? Am I like that person that's about to get like punked?
Cheryl's been the only one who's tried it out of us.
Yeah.
So.
Is it horrible?
I
Just
ended up
give me an
buying
idea.
2 boxes, and in my Beachbody throwaway video, there is a full 2 boxes that you get thrown away.
I'm scared. Oh no.
Yeah, you're gonna have to shake it really good. Like,
oh god.
Really try to shake it.
What? One of Beachbody's products not actually like blending with a liquid?
None of it does. That's why they all have those mixers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, if you're gonna get this, then you need to get the hand mixer.
And if you get promoted to Emerald, then I'll send you one.
Right.
Yeah, that's not food safe. Okay, great.
Send me.
Or I'll send you a $5 Starbucks gift card.
Yes.
I'm so scared.
You should be.
Oh.
Okay, wait. Is Mr. DC willing to try any of these? Because maybe that's what we need to.
We need.
What?
I need my adopted dad.
Oh, yeah.
X-Cal.
Oh yeah,
Can we
my
get
adopted
X-Cal
dad, please.
pizza?
Where's XCal?
Yeah, I will I'll have to send him some stuff to try. He'll try it. He's dramatic like I am, so
his video the other night with Carl, the Carl call was
hilarious.
so good. It was
Yeah.
so good.
yeah. He gets a little sassy sometimes. I think he was trying to be professional, and then I'm like, screw it, we're gonna go in the ditch. We're not just let it rip. He is sassy. Like this is like internet approved, XCal. He can let him rip. I will say that. Oh, it's foamy.
Ooh.
You can smell the stevia. Right?
Oh my god. Yep, I can smell the stevia. I don't like aftertaste. I cannot do the aftertaste, and so it's like when there is one, I'm like, nope, I can't drink it.
Is it like a green tea extract or something?
It's I don't know. I don't remember. I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
It's
Yeah.
supposed to be green. It's a laxative tea.
Oh
yeah,
my god.
It does. It makes you go to the bathroom.
Oh shoot.
Gives you a little bit of energy.
Do you got Pepto-Bismol on?
And fat and fiber.
Standby?
Yeah.
And Benadryl?
Non-GMO corn fiber, decaffeinated black tea, citric acid, natural flavors. I'm like gagging as I'm reading this. Beet juice powder for color, stevia leaf extract, and consult with a healthcare professional before you use it if you're pregnant, breastfeeding, taking any medication, or you have any medical condition. Keep out of the reach of children.
Wow.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
It smells fruity. It
It's a lot
smells
of disclaimers.
and it's not blended up in the bottom, so just
It's not going to.
mm-mm. Did Carl hire all the kids who failed out of product development school to work at Beachbody? Because I don't understand. Oh,
I told you.
it's a weird taste.
It's horrible.
And I don't see very many coaches promoting
I
that
used
these-
to drink that stuff every day
No,
because I thought I needed to.
Oh, my
I don't think they
God.
do anymore because like everyone that I've talked to said it was terrible.
Yeah.
And they weren't gonna
Now,
buy
I
it.
will say the lemon flavor, I did like the lemon flavor. It did taste like a lemon tea, but very
Okay.
watered down. But I also always put lemon
Sky.
Energize in it too. So
Well, that doesn't count.
I know that's the only reason it tasted good. I bet you it's because I put lemon Energize in it.
Yeah, you probably and Energize like was drinkable.
The lemon, I love the lemon. So
I love lemon energize. I just
Yeah.
really like it. Hey, Duckling.
She's clapping for you, DC, that you got
Thank
through
you.
that
I
without
appreciate
puking.
it.
Ah,
I
DC.
appreciate it. I appreciate it. Oh, I need the encouragement. This was so terrible. Don't ever try Beachbody stuff. Do not. Oh my God. Oh, the worst, the worst, the worst. Oh my gosh. Well, that was the perfect ending for a horrible hour of compliance listening. And I am literally, I'm gonna, after we get off this call, I'm cutting up that call and I'm just gonna make shareable content because literally there's so many like stuff that they should have been able to, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, and like we said, she didn't even address one of the easiest low-hanging fruit, which is put independent Beachbody coach in your bio.
And she didn't really even say anything with like very firm like answers. And so that is part of the confusion with some of these coaches because they're getting wishy-washy instruction when they need to get clear instruction from people in the compliance department. And I only have a limited amount of grace for them because they only have a little bit of people, but they can make a better impact by saying, no, you have to do this. You have to do this. You have to do this.
It's like with your kids, they will do exactly what you tell them and nothing more, nothing like they're not
right.
They're
going to go on the outside. They're going to listen to what you say on the outside.
Yep.
And
that's Jen's internet went down. I'm sorry, Jen.
No, our electricity went out earlier with like, I don't know. It was a storm. And then I was cleaning and I was like, oh, the kids. You okay, DC?
Yeah, you're looking like you're feeling a little bit of indigestion here.
I am. I'm like, I don't feel good. And like this aftertaste of this. I mean, if you can imagine trying this, then eating a bar and then drinking this, it's the worst. Oh my God. And again, it's offensive to me being in marketing to know that a company has made so much money off of selling such horrible tasting product like for food. And I get sometimes it's you're gonna say, well, it's healthy for you and it's the best healthy stuff that you can find. Okay. But it can't compete in a traditional market. It couldn't stand up and someone would choose this over what's already on the shelves. It can't.
Well, and that's why we say that the coaches are the customers because they have to be a product of the product. So the coaches are all buying this. They're all buying this crap.
And they're looking for that elusive person that's going to, find this and find those customers that are supposed to buy this. And it's like, no, you're them. You're it.
Yeah. You're it.
God dang.
You are the customer, babe.
You are the customer. Yeah.
And again, it's like, if you're in Beachbody and you find us and you find this video and it like you get some kind of feeling of like frustration, I am telling you, products should not taste this bad for how much money you're paying. You should be eating something that is magical and delicious for, I mean, really like realize, take a step back, 14 packets for $74 plus shipping and handling.
Are you kidding me? Let me look it up.
Oh, I don't know. And Bevy tastes horrible. You drink Drip Drop or even drink whatever the light stuff, the Crystal Light, or drink regular stuff. I don't know, but
drink. Look, I know a bunch of coaches have it, but Liquid IV
or
is
eat
amazing.
A Snickers bar. Yeah, eat a freaking Snickers bar. God dang. There was like $500 worth of shit, not Shakeology, maybe $250. I know she had some almond flour in there, but still, it was an expensive Snickers bar she made.
$50, so $49.95 for 40 individual servings.
How many servings?
40.
Oh no.
Yeah. I spent $150 on it. Because I bought 3 boxes when they came out. Yeah.
What?
Oh my gosh. DC, you're at $4.99. We need one person. If there's one person on here.
One person that'd give me a pity like. That would, a pity follow would be great. And we'd be 500 and we can bing on.
Come on, bing.
It's supposed to suppress hunger. Well,
here, I'll go to my other account, DC. Hold on.
We're going to pull an MLM account.
I'll do my. Let's figure it out.
The fact that Bevy. Oh, are we going to bing?
Yeah, hopefully. You'll be in here in a minute.
All right. I'm so excited. Thank you. Oh my goodness. I don't even know where to put this stuff.
If I could type, my gosh, Cheryl.
It might take a second.
There you are.
All right. it sometimes takes a second to bing. Let me see.
There you are.
We'll watch it. We'll watch it turn over. Hold on. I know my whole. We'll wait for it. It takes a second sometimes.
Oh, that's what that thing is. Now I
Yep.
get it.
It does other stuff, but I've loaded the app on, so it counts.
I love it.
Okay. Let me try to refresh it.
It shows 500 on mine.
Okay. Sometimes it takes a second to bing over. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So the bevy is supposed to suppress your appetite. Is that the whole thing?
Yeah.
Wow. Mm.
Yep.
$4.98 on your screen. It's showing $4.99 on my back. Let me see what the back end looks like. Hold on.
My screen shows 500.
Yeah,
Sometimes
mine's
refresh it.
500.
Let's see. Mine shows 502. Interesting. Thank you to the other people. It just hasn't caught up yet.
What? That's amazing.
Thank you.
There
Thank
you
you.
go.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I will. Hopefully, it'll be when we're still. I'll just stay on live. Y'all don't have to stay here, but I will wait.
She's like, I wanted to ding.
I do want it to ding on going to 500. That would be great.
We wanna be here for this.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just
I
hang
need to adjust the logo a little bit, but the little and percent is a little
Okay.
shark. It's
So
kind
let's
of,
talk about this.
Yeah,
This should be our new thing. Sip and snark.
Yeah, I like
every
it.
week.
I like it. I like it. I
Love
like
it.
Yeah,
Me too.
Yeah,
Love it.
we got
Totally
a little
down.
teeth taken
yeah.
out the
Totally
S, but-
down. It would be great to do it on like the weekends because I love to day drink on the weekends.
Oh yeah,
But during the week, I can't.
yeah. The week
Can't
is
function.
like crazy for me because of kids' work
I don't wanna do it.
stuff, and
I'm
like
gonna be
Ray
really
and DJ
available.
will have soccer games on like in the mornings on the weekends, but like afternoons
In the
and
afternoons,
nights,
yeah.
I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pretty dang available for a few weeks. So
Oh yeah,
we
we
need
also
Amy
want.
on medication.
Yeah, we need
Yeah.
to get a
Who wants
medicated Amy stream.
on Amy? Medicated Amy.
Vote. Yes, we all
Yeah.
want medicated Amy for sure.
Like,
Yes, we
In
do.
the
Apparently, all
comments, say if
filters-
you want medicated Amy.
all filters come off.
Yeah, drop a 1 in the comments if we want medicated Amy.
Drop a 1 in the comments if you
Drop
want
a 1.
medicated Amy. Let me go ahead. I gotcha.
Jeez. What coach should we do next week? Should we just have people submit worst coaching fails next week for Beachbody? Oh, Stacy, yes. 1. We love it. We love an MLM.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Pretty much like.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
you're
that's
coloring.
so pretty.
Awesome.
Yay.
We can do, I will look. I actually have a couple of calls that we could probably do.
Okay.
So
I have Kat's call.
Oh, I do
Cool.
have. I do.
Don't
a
you have it,
calling.
DC?
Mhm.
Do you
Yeah.
have it? Yeah.
It's boring.
Yeah.
I hate to say that about
yeah,
it.
it is. It's very boring. I can't. It's not going to be fun.
1. Oh, Jennifer voted 1. Jen voted 1.
Christina Delgado.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Stacy, I am having a total knee replacement of my left knee.
Are you gonna rent a recliner while you're you can rent them
I
so
totally
they can lift you up?
Just
Totally
rent
should.
one.
Did
You
hear
might be
my-
able to get it. Like your insurance might cover it.
Did you hear my daughter named my walker Christopher Walker?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I love that so much. That's incredible.
I
Her
was
sense
like-
of humor is
I
stellar.
was like, I am so proud of she's 13. I'm like, I'm so proud of you right now.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
can't even.
Yes. Oh yeah, I did a short live.
Yeah,
We need to get a registered
haven't watched-
dietitian on here. You're
we
gonna
need
throw
Abby
something.
Langer to
The
Yeah.
hardest
So,
part for
I
me
haven't-
with that is like, do we want? I don't want to be the one to blast his results out even more, and that's
Me
why
neither.
I'm like, I'm not going to do anything on it because.
And that's why I didn't say anything about it either.
No, I'm like this poor kid. This poor kid.
Yeah,
He's
I did an
going through
Instagram
puberty.
to it.
Bertie.
It made me so mad.
Bertie.
It's the tough thing though. Like, oh, what just happened?
Abby watched it and she's pissed.
It's
Yeah.
it's
imagine.
infuriating. It's infuriating to see this mom, and you can watch her face when she's talking about all of the things that came up on the test results and the kind of glee and excitement that you see
She's
on her.
excited
She's
about it.
projecting
Yeah.
because she's projecting
Yep.
onto him.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's somewhat, and I think, people with kids like Amy and Amber and Cheryl and Jen can have a compassionate conversation where you're educating parents without necessarily, taking away from the privacy of her kid, because it's like other parents sometimes don't realize, but again, people like Autumn are exploiting her kid for her own personal benefit. I mean,
Everything
Because
that you
it
say
makes-
and
it makes-
do
I was going to say, it
as a
makes
parent,
everything that she's been saying, it makes it seem more
validates
valid
it.
for her. Yeah, it
Mhm.
validates
Yep.
it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is that like what Autumn doesn't understand is that everything that her son is now talking about and experiencing, right, is
Yeah.
things that she's already projected onto him. I
Yeah.
saw it with my oldest son, and that's when I stopped talking about like weight and all that stuff, right? Because I was like, I noticed it. And just like Kristen said, she said her son shot up, and that's what happens. Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
between the 8th and 9th grade, my child literally shot up 6 inches
Yeah.
taller
My-
than me
So
in
my
one summer.
my 17-year-old, over like the probably 6 months that we were kind of under house
Yeah.
arrest, basically, grew 8 inches, and like
Yeah.
Jason's whole back just had stretch marks because
That's
they
what-
grow so fast.
Yeah, my oldest, he has stretch marks all the way down his back on
Yep.
both sides because he grew so fast in
Yep.
one summer. And it's like, I mean, we went to Vegas for work. I came back and my youngest he's as tall as me now.
Wow.
He was not as tall as me. In 1 week, he was as tall as I am. So it's
Wow.
like she doesn't get that. And she's projecting it so that she can, like Jen said, create a new program. I guarantee you, for kids. Guarantee you.
They've been laying the foundation on thick. So, but again, it's
Mhm.
like you have to live with yourself after you do all this stuff. And like, I still regret stuff I did when I was a Mary Kay. And so it seems like on a bigger scale, you do that to your kids, and it's like, are you going to be
Yeah.
able to have peace and knowing like you advocated for them? And it doesn't
Yeah.
seem like that's the case. And I hate to, I know the internet's really hard on Autumn. I get that. But you have to also like own up to some of the stuff that you're doing to your kid. And and he looks so healthy. She said he does jujitsu. Every time she's on her story, she's like,
Yeah.
oh, he's going out to
He's
work
a
out. I'm
healthy,
like,
he's a healthy, growing teenage boy. Like,
yeah.
I mean,
He's 14. He's just between that age too, where you're like, you're gonna do a lot of growing as well. So it just,
Well,
What,
it's
at 14, are you going into the 9th grade? Is that when you are?
yeah. Oh, he
Right?
Yeah.
banged.
He
Just go to
banged.
500. It goes to
Plus
504.
four.
the
I love it.
five
That's
was
okay.
great.
Yay!
Yay!
Thank you. Thank you, everyone who gave me a pity follow. I appreciate it. Yay! I'm gonna go be sick. I have Shakeology. Oh, jeez. The bevy was not good. I don't buy it. You could
Don't
taste
buy
something
it.
better.
Don't
that-
buy any of it.
The
Don't join the
aftertaste.
MLM, like Aaron B says.
Yes,
Yeah.
please. Yeah, or at least get some questions answered, because I have way more questions now after tasting how bad this tastes. It's just, ugh. It's like
Mhm.
worse. It's the worst. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Y'all are the best. Appreciate the support.
Bye.
We'll see you on the next stream for next Sip and Snark, and hope you have a great rest of your weekend. All right.
Bye, ladies.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.